Welcome in, everybody. We're not at 1401 anymore, so let me reset my counter. We were at 1401, 1401 in Glimwood Tangle, and we got absolutely nothing there, so I don't even want to look at that number anymore. Spiritomb is now my cursed shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Legends. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are cursed with the Spiritomb, to be honest. Welcome in, Toko. Everybody else. We'll give people a few hot minutes. Rabbit, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we got up to little over 1,000 on Saturday, and it's been kind of bouncing around a little bit since then. But yeah, we got up over 1,000 on that crazy Saturday stream that kind of went way longer than expected, but it was a good time anyways. We had an alright time. So we are going to hatch a bunch of eggs today and probably do some brilliant encounters like we normally do. I'm a few hundred eggs into Alolan Vulpix already, and I need 2 of them. So I have a bunch of eggs stored up. My pillow on my chair always messes up my green screen. I forget to take it off before stream every single time. So was doing Dynamax Adventures and got a shiny Copperajah. Very nice. Very nice. So we're going to do this for a bit, and then we'll see how we're feeling after that. One other thing I'm going to do really quick is just make it so my counter counts up by 5. Because we're hatching them in batches of 5 this time. So let me just make sure that works. 5, 10, there we go. Cool beans. Let's hatch some eggs. And today's going to be a little bit more passive, so we'll probably have some story time. We can talk about some Pokemon stuff. All kinds of shenanigans tonight, but yeah. I guess I'll hatch some eggs to start out, though, just to kind of... I'm stopping looking for the brilliance really hard. I'm just going to kind of roll through here. I know it's not quite as fast as just doing circles, but I have had so much luck with the brilliant spawns. And I haven't posted a video of this, but because you guys are the real ones that are in here on stream all the time, I'll show you. You get the sneak peek, because I'm going to be uploading these encounters as a short. Since the last time you guys saw me on stream, I found this. I hatched this. I grabbed this from the boosted raid dens, and I found this as a brilliant spawn. This is fantastic right here. This Wobbuffet is the one. She's got the lipstick. I'm all about it. Missed your stream yesterday. I was traveling. Oh, it's all good, Chase. No biggie. The brilliant Wobbuffet. I'm telling you, the brilliant spawns, you gotta check them. They're very important. Anyways. Back to the old grind. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's specifically brilliant Pokemon, though, not just regular encounters, because as we know, I didn't find anything in old Glimwood. That one's brilliant. I almost went past that thing. Grim, what's going on? Welcome in. So, yeah, I don't necessarily need a Wobbuffet anymore, but we have a lot of KOs on it, so we're probably going to see at least a few more brilliant Wobbuffets, and we're not going to check them. I saw a brilliant Stuffle right now, too. My new name on Discord is not Real Dog. On Discord is not Real Dog. What? So your name is not Real Dog, is your name. That's only minorly confusing. Nintendo hates me. I was having trouble with my Pokemon. Now I can't connect to Wi-Fi. Nintendo doesn't really get the internet in general slammed, so I don't think it's just a you thing. The Glimwood stream was just calm, gradually losing it over. Yeah. No, it was basically... That's pretty accurate, Cookier. Just the slow descent into madness. Woodrow, it's going pretty good. We're going to hatch some eggs. Hopefully we get our shiny Alolan Vulpix tonight. Should be a good time. I have a bunch of eggs stored up. Should I go for Shuckle or Dratini next? Honestly, I like Shuckle more as a shiny Grim. So if I was picking, I'd be going for Shuckle. But, you know, you gotta do your own thing on that. Passing me the shiny luck. I appreciate it, Woodrow. So that means that we ought to have some real spicy luck tonight then. If Woodrow's passing on the shiny luck. I'm gonna do both eventually, yeah. Yeah, Shuckle will be easy. It's just another soft reset thing, right? Is the Dratini a soft reset as well? Is that just, like a gift thing? Or are you doing it from the, like, the gambling minigame thing? I guess that's also like a soft reset, right? You're just looking at it after you grab it. Ace, what's going on? Welcome in. Dratini should have a special move, too. Interesting. There's a brilliant Stuffle over here. Alright, all good, Woodrow. What does shiny Stuffle even look like? Just wondering. I have one. It turns orange, though. But this was the first brilliant. We got this during a, like, 450 egg hatching stream that I was doing. I just hit a random brilliant Stuffle. This is it right here. Little orange guy, Winnie the Pooh looking. It's pretty good. Pretty good shiny. And Beware is kind of the same deal. Yeah, it's like a yellowy orange. I guess it's kind of between that. I swear I just heard a Ditto. Wow, we are seeing a lot of Brilliance tonight. I feel like we're going to get another shiny from Brilliance today. I'm calling it early stream. We're going to get one of these because we're seeing a lot of them, and they have pretty good shiny odds. Benjamin, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. It's harder to see these Brilliance in the daytime because the aura doesn't stand out as much as it does at nighttime, you know? Making me want to hunt on Sword and Shield now. Well, the nice thing about the soft reset hunt Grim is you can always come back to them. It's not like you're losing anything on it, you know? The odds are always the same. If you stop for a little bit and just go back to them, it's like no harm, no foul, you know? But, you know what I'm actually... Ooh, we got a brilliant fishing spot. This is where I've got 2 shiny Choodles from already. I would like to get a not shiny Choodle from this. I would like to get like a Goldeen or a Magikarp is here. I don't know if there's anything besides those 3. Can even reset the file, right? Like if I reset my Charmander file, nothing would change. Yeah. At the end of the day, the odds are just odds, right? So whether you go through a whole new save, like you're getting a new secret ID by making a new save, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean anything to you. You still only have the 1 in 8,192 chance, right, for it. So most people wouldn't start a new save, but yeah, it's not doing anything against your favor, because it's not like after 8,192 you're guaranteed one, you know? There are people that have gone way over that, so... I'm playing Fall Guys, you're making me want to play Sword and Shield. Yeah. The egg hatching, what's nice is you can at least get your sword and shield fix while you're playing Fall Guys. I'll hatch some eggs. You can get your fill and you can play Fall Guys. You can have your cake and eat it too. If I hard reset my Switch, does that get rid of all my data? What is a hard reset of your Switch? I'm not sure what that means, Slammed. Alright, Grim. Yeah, we'll see you when you get back. They ported it. Well, they didn't port it. They made it free, Cookier, is what happened with Fall Guys. They made it free. And then it has had a bit of a kind of renaissance. It's been popping back in because everybody can play it for free. For free 99. Factory reset. That, I think, will get rid of your data, Slammed. I wouldn't do a factory reset if I were you. Especially because you can't back up your Pokemon saves. Like, some of your other online backed up saves would be fine, I think, but yeah, the Pokemon ones I don't think would be good. But I've never done that personally. I don't think you should have to do that, though, if it's just your Wi-Fi disconnecting. Like, I know people mention that always as, like, a first step, but that is not a realistic, like, first step, you know? Fall Guys got a mobile version as well. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't be working for you. Is it just saying that it can't find, like, your access point or something? Or what is it saying when you try to connect? Another thing you should do, Slammed, is just to have it, you can get, like, a little $10 wired connection adapter for your dock. It doesn't work if you're in portable mode or anything, but I don't know if you're usually playing portable or docked, but that's usually how I have mine connected because wireless is just, it be flaky sometimes. So I'm going with what made Among Us popular. Did Among Us go free? I didn't know that. Juice, what's going on? Welcome in. I appreciate that, Ben. I appreciate the call out on that. How many eggs is this going to take today, I wonder? We'll count it up to 15. We haven't hatched all of them yet. We're at like 200 for these Alolan Vulpixes already. And I think we have close to 300 eggs, so we'll be able to get up to around odds tonight. I might, if we get a little bored, I might go to Glimwood Tangle and get our encounters up past 1400 a little bit. See if maybe we get a little spicy luck. If we aren't getting anything out of the brilliance and we aren't getting anything out of the eggs, we have the possibilities. The possibilities are endless tonight. Alright, Mitsuki. All good. Whoops, whoops, whoops. We don't want to be on Pokedex because that'll mess me up when I'm trying to pause and get into my boxes real quick. Looking around for these brilliants definitely takes a little more time, and we aren't hatching eggs as fast. So if we get to a point where I'm getting sick of doing laps like this, I'll probably just start riding around in straight lines or circles for a little bit. Hatch a few fast. Neko, what's going on? Welcome in. Just looking around here. These just have such good shiny odds too. It's like an additional Masuda Method check, basically, every single time we find one of these, or almost Masuda Method. Just got home from a super long drive. Gotcha. You out on a trip, or were you just Just riding around town doing a bunch of errands or something. Alright, more eggs. These things hatch pretty quick at least. Just a... Gotcha. Sister had practice, so I was driving around while I was waiting. Yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, new to the driving game, I get you. Well, it's good to get some practice, especially if there's not like a bunch of people around or anything. Definitely good to figure it all out. Welcome back. Welcome back, Woodrow. It's our 20th egg. Yeah, I feel like people don't practice driving enough. Like, before they start actually going around, because it's pretty dangerous overall. People take it pretty lightly, but it's just like... You'll mess somebody up if you crash into them, you know? And even worse sometimes, right? So, definitely good to get some practice in beforehand. So sorry I'm late. No, it's all good, Pokefan. You're not too late. We're just getting going. I think I'm just gonna ride around a few laps here. Just a few, like, back and forths. Learn better when I'm doing the real thing, so I got on the real roads on my second time. Yeah, well, I was saying this before, but I didn't get my license until I was 18, and I went to the DMV to take the test to get, because you still have to get your permit. So I got my permit, I took the permit test, got my permit, and I was like, alright, well, I'll come back later after I've tried it out and I'm ready to take the actual driving test to get my license. And the lady that was standing there watching me do the permit test, she's like, alright, let's go get in the car. I was like, what? She's like, we're doing your driving test. I was like, oh, okay. We went around and I passed. I didn't have any problems with it or anything, but it was just like, I was not expecting to take the driving test when I went in there. 10 minutes. I'm asleep. I'm just stopping by to say hello. I appreciate you stopping through, Obama. I'm surprised how lightly people take it. Yeah, no, I mean, it is a screaming metal death trap. So, yeah. It's just so normalized, I guess, Cookier. It's pretty crazy. Did you see what I posted yesterday in the Discord? I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember what it is, though, Ace. I'm trying to remember what you posted. One last thing, you can believe I got shiny Darkrai on the trade. Very nice. Yeah, I'm not positive that Darkrai is legit, but I'm glad you're down with it. The Grimmsnarl, gotcha. Yeah. And I got one of those too, as well. I was farming those a little bit, like, during lunch the other day, and I was able to get it. It took me like 200 and something wishing pieces, but I got it. 22, and I'm just learning to drive. Yeah, I know. It's something that I understand that people get some anxiety over it. Like, it is a scary situation, you know? And if you don't have anybody that, like, can, like, teach you how to drive and be patient with it and stuff too, it's even, like, sketchier and scarier, you know? So I get that it's a whole ordeal. Greetings from the land of the dead, wireless mouse batteries. Welcome in, Magical. It's been a hot minute since we've had Magical in the chat. We're blessed with some Magical chats tonight. Just found my first shiny Eevee. Very nice, Gabe. Was that in Legends or in Sword and Shield, or what game? Legit, it's just the normal level 50 from a trainer named Jordan. Very cool. It took 7 for you, 7 just like total Grimmsnarls, Ace. I think it was probably like between 10 and 15 for me, but the problem is it took me so many tries to even get the 5-star Grimmsnarls. Like, I used so many wishing pieces trying to just see Grimmsnarl in the raid. Should I transfer my shiny Darkrai from Pogo to Arceus? I remember you were trying to get that working. I thought it wasn't working for you, Slammed. Did you have the ability to do that now? Remember how I said I'd play Lego Movie 3DS iPad Edition? Well, I bought it today. You play it, but you didn't buy it? I don't get it. You mean like you got a new version of it or something, or what? It's been a busy week of work and gaming. Oh, I gotcha. That's not bad. Magical, you know? Being tied up with some work, that kind of sucks, but having a bunch of video with the friends, that's a good time. Legends in the Fieldlands. Very nice, Gabe. Wow, so you just got it in a random encounter just flying around, or was it in an outbreak in the Fieldlands? You're going, all right, Obama, we'll see you around. Thanks for popping in. When you traded me the temp Darkrai, it finally let me. Oh, interesting. So you had to have a Darkrai before you could transfer it in as like a new thing. That's strange that they have it locked like that. Lego games are so good. Yeah, I've never played any of them. I actually really liked Legos growing up, but I just never... I don't know, I never played the video games, I guess. And it was because I was a Nintendo kid, too. I never had a PlayStation console, and I feel like all of the Lego games were like PlayStation stuff. There wasn't any Nintendo Lego games, right? Yeah, we know that Neko has the craziness going on with the cross-country and everything else. Legends in the Fieldland sounds like a cool rural folklore game. That's a tongue twister. Legends in the Fieldland. Yeah, I can see that. Bought it again on the 3DS. Used to have it on the iPad. Gotcha. Away raid. Welcome in raiders. Hold on. Let me get Way's URL. I have a bot that usually Milcery was over in the Way raid. Hold on, let me get Way's URL in the chat. We'll get Way up here. I had a bot that was supposed to handle this. I guess it no worky. This is Way's URL. Go show him some love. He does some Pokemon, some Valorant, some Fall Guys, a bunch of different stuff. So, Milcery is God. He's converted you, huh, Way? He's already got to you. And even Nat, I can't believe it. I can't believe that Milcery's converted Nat and Way. It's been 1 day, 2 days tops. I paid around $50 in memberships. Oh, so that's how you win them over. That's how you get Nat. And we know Nat's like a big fan of Way, so... Yeah. I don't ever want to have to read the sentence, "The cup runneth over with leche," ever again, please. I really, really don't want to ever have to read that again. Everyone in there was green. Oh, got everybody a membership. Very nice. Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Well, that's great that Milcery's doing some good for once. Doing some positive things instead of sacrificing shinies. You better be careful, though, Way. You accept money from Milcery. That's all tainted dollars there. Yeah. I'm also professional. Yeah, no, that's definitely... I get it, Nat. I get it. Well, I'm glad that I hope you didn't have to pay any, like, Pokemon blood for that way, but, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Milcery, it's a double-edged sword. I kill shinies as well, I sacrifice. Oh, there it is, alright. Weighs all about it, the Milcery. I appreciate it, M-Chub. I hope I get this thing. We've got a couple hundred eggs hatched for this already, so we'll be close to odds after we're getting done with these eggs for sure. Alright. More eggs. No eggs for Milcery, though. I need 2 of these things, so I hope we get pretty lucky on these. I got one of these via SOS. Oh, very nice. Yeah. I don't know. I still need to get my 3DS stuff going. Like, I have a capture card for it, but it's just like I don't love how it looks in the stream. The Milcery cult is just everywhere. There's no escaping the Milcery cult. You know what? I meant to tell you, Milcery, by the way. We were chatting about the leaderboard on the tip stuff. And the reason that you're not at number 1, it is cumulative, but it's cumulative by name, and you use a different name every time you tip, basically. So that's the that's the issue there. That's why Milcery Cult isn't in the number 1 slot. Just so you know, Milcery, so you're aware. The tip notes and super chat notes and everything show under, like, if you tip or super chat now, it shows on screen, and you can just put your regular name and put your, you know, Milcery Cult propaganda in the notes. But I get if you want it to be the name, because I think only the name is what shows, like, up above me. It doesn't show the full message, so I get it. But you need to standardize if you want that gold medal. That's the important thing. I'll be back. Gotta run and grab a few new batteries. It's all good, Magical. We'll see you when you get back. I need to remember that about the name thing with tips. Yeah, I mean, because you can enter anything, right? But if they have a leaderboard, all it knows about is your, you know, your name that you entered, and it can be anything. Nat had a voice reveal. What, on Way's stream? Nat made a guest appearance? Or Nat called you to tell you to quit harassing Way? She shook you down a little bit? What happened here? Oh, you haven't done any Masuda Method stuff yet, Woodrow? Did I convince you to hatch some eggs? Milcery does not take demand. You must... Oh my god. The leche. I don't love it. I don't love that. I'm gonna clip it. Yeah, no, that's... It was such an easy conversion, Milcery. It only took you like 2 days. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but you really won her over. She's just... She's now simping for Milcery, I guess. Like... Simping for the leche. I hate myself. Don't make me say these things. No more, please. Yeah, no, that's hunting for shiny fletchling. Very nice. The pink duck, right? Oh no, fletchling. That's the Talonflame bird. So it's just like brown where the gray is usually, right? Are you gonna evolve it once you get it, or are you gonna just keep it as a fletchling? Or are you trying to get 3 of them? Get the living dex status on it. Yeah, no, they're definitely, apparently, one and the same, Nat. You guys are 2 of a kind. No, so we don't want to know where the milk is, Dragon. We do not want to know. Gonna evolve it. Gotcha, Woodrow. How many eggs have you done? Or have you got it already, Woodrow? There it is. Nat has already admitted it. Nat's already... It's strange how quick this was. I don't love the phrase "glory to the leche." I really don't. really not a fan. Just started. This is my first few eggs. Gotcha. Do you have a shiny charm in this game, Woodrow? Or are you just doing Masuda Method with regular odds? I do not know what 25 gifted subs will do, Calm. Well, okay, so I don't have membership things yet, but I don't know what way. If you drop that in Way's stream, she'll backflip, karate chop her desk in half. You know, she'll be fully signed on with the with the leche, apparently. Yeah, big old karate chop. Yeah, no, it'll be Nat freaking out. I'm talking Nat. See, Way will get pumped up, but Nat will be twice as pumped up on that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Way can only get so amped up on that, but Nat will go completely bananas, I think. The ultimate Way simp, and then oh, hold on. There's a brilliant right here. We're gonna check it. Watch me end up replaying this game over and over and forget about shiny hunting. Just with the Lego games, Pokefan. Yeah, I mean, it's good to have something different to hop into every now and then when you're getting sick of hatching eggs, just the tedium, you know? So, I get it. It's nice to have something not Pokemon to play occasionally. There it is. Our first ever Super Chat, actually. I just unlocked those today. And it stays up there at the top for a real long time. Everybody has to see the Milcery is true god. You know what? Also, by the way, Milcery, I've been setting up some custom things for if Milcery is in the name. So, just... you wait. We got things for you. And I appreciate the $10, by the way, Milcery. Yeah. Even if you're, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? Even if you're tainting the chat a little bit, you're winning them over one by one, just spreading the Milcery propaganda. No one out Milcery in their name. Oh, no, yeah. I need to get your usernames, or you need to just, like, pick one to be doing this stuff from, Milcery. Because I can just set it to that one thing for you, and then it can be a less all over the place deal, you know? I'm in the cult of Walter the Chicken. Walter the Chicken. A much less, advertised cult in the chat, I think. Nat has really changed her tune. I like it. More eggs, we're going in. Welcome back, Grim. It's between Tanjiro. Alright, yeah. I got you. That'll probably be for the next stream, just so you know. I'll be able to set it up on Wednesday a bit, since that's an off day for me anyways. Hold on. My screen's being weird right now. Just one sec. All right. Are you a percussionist? Oh, for Neko. I was like, why? How am I a percussionist? I'm not sure what gave the percussionist vibe. I was very confused for a minute. Realized I had an Ashgra Ninja. He was just in the daycare, just sitting there, huh? Do people trade hacked Pokemon on Ultra Moon? A lot, Slammed. The GTS is like an absolute nightmare of like hacked Pokemon and like save destroying Pokemon. It's pretty crazy, actually. Walter ain't nothing like Breaking Bad. I don't know. How many cults are there in the chat? There's too many cults, Ace. I will say that. I don't know what it is about my chat and cults, but they're in here. The calm vibes just let people chat amongst themselves and have their weird situations going on. Mitsuki, you can ask Wei from a Valorant gift card next time they play. Ah. The Valorant life. Plum is not a cult, it's a religion. They're pretty similar, I think. Alright, because I got a shiny Arceus from Wonder Trade. Yeah, it's... And I'd be careful with some of that, too. I don't think in 3DS that they care anymore, but I've heard about things going into Pokemon Home, people getting bans for, just like hacked or unreleased shiny Pokemon and stuff like that, so I'd be pretty careful on that. I'm leader of the TV show Talk Cult. TV show Talk Cult. For the Owl House shenanigans and Infinity Train shenanigans. We use the term cult very lightly in chat, I think. I don't think everything's actually a cult. Maybe a little bit. I think I'm going to get 1600 on Charmander and maybe start Shuckle. Very nice. Yeah, Shuckle's a super good shiny. We're going to do a few brilliant checks down here. Feel like changing it up. Maybe a hoodie or uniforms. Oh, God. You know, I actually have the ability and art to do some of that stuff, and now that I have that stuff's like built into stream elements and everything too. Maybe I'll look at some of that. I might got you. Got you? I might have it. Don't mind me, I can't talk. I'm just a streamer. I'm not supposed to talk, right? Yeah, hoodie or uniforms. I see uniforms get to a point where like I might start having to sell the cultist robes and stuff like that, and that I'm not sure about. Uniforms is a fine line. Get some Way merch. After $15 of wasted memberships. What, $15 of wasted memberships? Does it not go to the next stream or anything? Like, were there not enough people to grab them? They get dispersed evenly. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know if somebody, like, donated more than the people who were on the channel at that time. Like, what happened? Or if it, like, just updates it for the people that already have them. If it gives them more time or something, I'm not really sure how that works. But those memberships will be unlocked here within the next week. It takes a little bit once you get into the partner program deal for them to unlock, I guess. Pokefan really doesn't like soft resetting. I've found this out. I may not have a bot like Milcery Cult, but I don't care. Yeah. The small time cults are the way to go. Definitely, Toko. Was there a... I thought there was a Brilliant up there. I might be crazy. Haven't played Sword and Shield in months. How's the shiny hunting on there? It's all right, Chase. It's a lot of egg hatching and a lot of random encounters. There's not really any super great methods for it. Dynamax adventures are kind of fun. They have pretty good odds, but they take a while. Gunner, what's going on? Welcome in. But sometimes you just feel like hatching eggs, Chase. And if that's your game, then this works out real nice. Because there's a lot of things to breed and hatch as shinies and everything. It's fun to do passively while you're watching something, you know. Shall shiny hunt with you, but I'm in the tangle. Good luck, Neko. I hope you get something. Because we did not have any luck in the tangle. Despite having all of the, like, fairy stuff behind us, it really didn't work out for us. I thought it would. Read my message, please. I don't see your message anymore, Dragon. It's very far away, whatever it is. Just repost it, Dragon. I don't see it anymore. Alright, more eggs. Here we go. Keep it rolling. Whoops, sorry, hold on. There we go. Hunt on Let's Go, no one ever plays that anymore. I have done that before. I wouldn't mind doing that again either, honestly. I just need to find a good target. Maybe I would do... I don't know what I'd do. Coughing, maybe? I really like shiny Coughing. I think maybe I'd go for that. We can always just go in Viridian Forest and guarantee that we get a few shinies. Gonna lurk for a while. Oh, it's all good, Nat. All good. Oop. Oh, wow, I can't believe I didn't scare that away. Milcery finally got the shiny charm. 7 hours a day. The shiny charm is pretty neat. It's worth. We already have 2 shiny Choodles, so I'm not too beat up over not getting this thing. Planknight said the pink doe would be so cool. And now I'm torn. You mean the Dratini, right? Yeah, the Dratini is really nice too, and Dragonite's obviously like super strong and cool and everything. I swear that thing had a brilliant aura. Just found shiny Machoke, very nice. Was that in Legends, Chase? Just playing with the regular one. Poke fans calling it quits. Had it for a while, I got you, Milcery. Yeah. It was the first shiny charm I found in a year. Wait, the first shiny I found in a year with the shiny charm. What did you... Got my shiny with the shiny charm. What'd you get, Milcery? I didn't see what you got. I keep missing the message. Milcery cult is indeed a cult. No, yeah, I get it. I see it, Dragon. I saw it. Shiny Machoke in Legends, very nice. Machoke is my favorite shiny of that evolution line. Because it, I don't know, the blue, like, cuts or tears or whatever on its arms just look way cooler on that one. And the green, like, the shade of green is the best on that one, I think, too. I just like blue shinies. Anything with blue is basically a win for me. A worm pull, a wormadam, maybe a caterpie. What kind of worm did you get, Milcery? Strange or sinister? I don't know, Cookier. Strange or sinister might be a term I would use for that. Oh my god, Milcery, please. I was pretty sure I blocked that word in chat, so I'm surprised that got through. Level 5 Wormpole, very nice. And I'm riding around without eggs in my pack right now. So we're going to put more eggs in here. Level 5 Wormpole. Oh god. I'm new to your channel and I popped in because why not? I appreciate you popping in, Dragon. We have a lot of dragons in the chat. Hold on, I'm going to call you expert. We have like a couple dragons in here every now and then. Evolved it to Shiny Machamp. Very nice. Yeah. It's definitely... That was one of my early shinies as well. I got him a Choke and evolved it into Machamp really fast as well too. Gonna hunt male Pyroar. Very nice. That one, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, it changes the model, but it doesn't change anything with like any of the moves or how it evolves or anything like that, right? Whoops. We're trying to get this far-fetched and we bonked one of these instead. Oh, God. Milcery, please. Yeah, somebody caught him a Choke. About to do my favorite thing. Hold on. Favorite thing. What's your favorite thing? Shiny hunting? Miku, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Bunch of dragons, one cat. Yeah. There are a lot of dragons in the chat. I just gained a love for gravy pork. For gravy pork. Alana, welcome in. We're hitting up a few eggs, some brilliant spawns. Brilliant spawns are where we seem to get our luck. It's not generally eggs for some reason. I speak unknown. Very nice. Yeah, we had to learn unknown to get all of our unknowns and legends. There's a few of those letters that are a little confusing sometimes, like the P's and the R's and stuff. Looking at these brilliants. Oh, there we go. Hiding behind the tree. How do I connect the Wi-Fi on Switch? I forgot. You just have to go to the home menu and go to the gear at the bottom. Why are Eevee eggs such a pain? Yeah, they kind of take a while to hatch, don't they? Ask me how I know. It took me like 900 or so for each Eevee that I've hatched on here, and I only did 2, and I was just over it after that. So now I'm just trying to find them in Legends. Gotta head to bed. Alright, Dragon, we'll see you around. Thanks for popping in. What's SSID? That's like the name of your wireless network. That's what you see when you're trying to select it in a list. I get swapped with R, S, and Z, yeah, and N sometimes because it's moving around, kind of looks like Z too, right? Because they twist around. Yeah, it's easy to get mixed up with those for sure. Hold on, guys, sorry. My wife's being weird. She says, I don't hear you talking. She's just used to hearing me talk to myself, I guess. From the other room. I guess I'm not talking loud enough. Maybe I need to be screaming in chat a little bit more. I'm glad PayPal put me on a timer. It's for my own good. Yeah, no, that sounds like a good thing, Tanjiro, because you be dropping a lot of memberships and tips and all kinds of crazy stuff, so that's probably for the better for your bank account. I was able to join today, but quick question, should I unlock massive mass outbreaks now before I get my shiny charm, or wait? Artsy, to be honest, it depends what Pokemon you want to get shiny, because there are some Pokemon that do not appear in massive mass outbreaks. Personally, I would probably say to wait on them if you want like a bunch of shiny Eevees or Cherubi, there's like a handful of Pokemon. So if I were you, I'd just look at a list of Pokemon that appear in massive mass outbreaks and see if there are any that don't appear in that list that you really want to get. Because if there are any, you should just wait. Trying to do the whole dex, I would wait then, Artsy. I would try to get all of the Eevees that you need and stuff first. They'll just be more common that way. And they won't get replaced by the massive mass outbreaks. And then you can get them once you get the things that are kind of annoying. So you just have way better odds with regular mass outbreaks. YouTube doesn't like you giving them a bunch of money apparently, because they get a whole bunch out of it too, which is crazy. Like, I'm kind of surprised that they do that and they lock you guys out for a little bit. Yeah, I don't really know what, I mean, I guess it's just got to be because somebody, like, if they hacked your account or something, right, and just did a whole bunch of random transactions, right? Oh, brilliance. We've been having pretty good luck with these, though, honestly. Like, we've been seeing a lot of them. We have a lot of KOs, so it's, like, not too bad overall. Oh, there's one. Yeah, we see one, like, every lap or so. I want to hunt Rayquaza on Soul Silver, but now I'm scared because I don't have a Master Ball. Yeah, it's a little... a little spooky. And if you're catching that thing... I don't know. Luxury Ball's just too perfect. It feels wrong to catch it in anything but that, you know? Worst case scenario... I don't know. It's kind of scary with those legendary fights for real, with the... having to catch them, and it takes forever to finally find it, and then you don't have a Master Ball just to catch it outright. Did so many donations to so many different streamers and some bigger accounts, bigger amounts, that they thought somebody stole my card. Yeah. They're like, hey, quit doing this. Quit giving all these monies to these streamers. I got 3 rolls and it broke out. Oh. Yeah, that's too bad that you didn't get it with a premiere, because that would have been perfect. How many premiere balls did you try, Grim, before it, Man, and a Razzie raid too. Razzie was still streaming? What the heck? Razzie's been going all day. I joined in, like... at 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that. Oh, the bot is working. There you go. There's Razzie's link. The Milcery bot posted it in chat. I guess that's down there, not up. Check out Razzie's stream. Razzie does a bunch of just chill Pokemon shiny hunting stuff too. So if you like what's going on here, you'll like what's going on over there. And everybody in the raid, if you don't know me, Calm and Collecting, I do a bunch of shiny hunting too. Same kind of vibe. Just hanging out, shiny hunting, you know. We do some pack opening too every now and then, some Japan mystery boxes and stuff like that, so... McRazzie Hotcakes raid. Chill here for a while. I appreciate that, Shedinja, and I like me some Shedinja too. Razzie, welcome in. I appreciate the raid, as always. And guys, like I said, Razzie's link is up there. Definitely go check out Razzie. Same vibe all around. Alolan Vulpix, that is what we are hatching for right now. I need 2 of them for Legends, for my living decks, so we're hatching them. We're doing some brilliant encounters as well. I have a lot of KOs on the Pokemon in this area, so we have like really good odds of finding these things shiny too. I found 2 shiny Choodles, a Stuffle, and a Wobbuffet, just like hatching eggs and doing the whole run around. So it's a little bit slower to hatch eggs this way, but We get so many cool shinies by checking all these the glowing boys. Milcery Cult, I appreciate the tip and the welcome raiders there. Welcome in, everybody. Late Razzie Raid. I appreciate you guys popping in. Always, always appreciated. What were you guys... Were you still doing Pheromosa? Like, I was in earlier. Was that still what was running, Razzie? Favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Ditto. And Ditto can be anything. But Ditto's just a cutie. He's got a great shiny. He's the mascot, so I can't not pick Ditto. What's your guys' favorite Pokemon? I feel like we have a lot of strange picks in the chat, actually, which I think is a cool thing. We don't just have, like, the Charizards and stuff like that. A lot of people are, I don't know, picking things that I'm a little surprised by. Volcarona. Eevee. No, that's a good regular pick. Volcarona's an interesting one that you actually don't hear very often, even though I think a lot of people like Volcarona. It has a pretty good shiny, too. Shedinja, that makes sense. I get it. The late Razzie Raiders. I appreciate you guys popping in. Favorite shiny is Luxray. Yeah, Luxray is just a super cool Pokemon overall, and it has such a good shiny. Groudon, Frostmoth, and Gardevoir. Very nice. Shiny Groudon and Shining Kyogre are so funny. Just like the gold and the pink and everything. I love it. Weasel and Pachirisu. Ballistic Banana is a Gen 4 lover. I've gotten a shiny full odds Alolan Vulpix twice in my time. Wow. I need 2. I don't need them to be full odds. I'll take them with the most boosted odds I can get. That being said, my Masuda luck has not been above or better than just like at odds recently. I had one Porygon egg that I hatched at 7, and then a couple more at like 150 for Porygon. And then after that with Masuda Method, it's been full odds. Nothing better than that for I don't know how long. So that's why we sprinkle in the the brilliant checks, because I seem to have a lot more luck with that overall. Milcery has the best shiny form. Does it, Milcery Cult? I don't know. It's alright. It's not the best. And I'm sorry, I know that you're fanning it out in here every now and then, but I don't know. And I don't know what they could do to even make me, like, love it more. I think the white with black eyes, like, is definitely an alright color choice pick for it, but it's not, like, insane, you know? I type the letters VO and Volcarona shows up. It knows. The autocorrect already knows. So much Volcarona talking going on. One in Pokemon Go and one in Ultra Sun. Oh, very nice, yeah. My shiny luck in Go is weird. Everybody says they get so many shinies in that. I don't feel like I got that same kind of luck. I have a few, but I don't know. I also don't go out and like specifically play a lot of Pokemon Go. So I guess that's it. Poipole has a super cool shiny too. I just saw that up top. The only problem with that for me is that its name doesn't make sense anymore. When it's not Poipole, it's like gold and yellow, or gold and white. Gold and yellow. Yeah, it's this gold and white, which is super cool looking. Then it has this weird name. My brother owes me a new phone, because when I was 8, he was 6. I didn't let him on my first iPhone to watch YouTube, so he took it and smashed it. That's a power move. A real power move. I once got a square shiny from Masuda Method in 5 eggs. Wow. The thing is, with Masuda Method, your odds are definitely better with the charm, but you still have pretty great odds without the charm even. It's like 1 in 680, right? So, I mean, they're pretty boosted, even just with Masuda and no charm. Thoughts on Lopunny? Interested to hear your thoughts. Alright, here we go for a hot take, guys. One thing, before I get into my Lopunny things and everybody dislikes and unsubs and whatever, is I love the fact that Baniri starts at base happiness 0, which is like reserved exclusively for all the legendaries that absolutely hate you. It's like all legendary monsters and then Baniri in that list of things that start at base 0 happiness. And I think that's hilarious. Lopunny and Baniri, I like. They obviously have some questionable followings. We'll leave it at that. Questionable followings. But they're pretty cool. And Lopunny got an alright Mega as well, which is freaker. But yeah, I don't love Lopunny the same way that some people love Lopunny. I'll say it like that. I like Lopunny because it's a bunny and it got thick. Yeah, there you go. I don't love Lopunny like you love Lopunny, I think. It's funny because Baniri needs friendship to evolve. Yeah, they make it really hard to get Baniri to actually like you and evolve. Questionable. Yeah, maybe that's how I put it. I prefer Baniri. They both have pretty cool shinies too. They're subtle, but like they super work with their designs, you know? I'm just saying shit, Ninja. Yeah, welcome in. The extra late Razzie raid. I appreciate you popping in no matter how late you are for the raid. Wabbit season, yeah, something like that. Who's the Daffy Duck to the, you know, and honestly, Lopunny isn't even, okay, well that was a brilliant. Lopunny isn't even like the Bugs Bunny of this game because the shiny, oh, what is it called? The thing that evolves into Diggersby, Bunnelby. Bunnelby and Diggersby are like actually the Bugs Bunnies when they're shiny. They get that same color palette and everything too. So who's the Daffy Duck? Is there like a black duck Pokemon? I don't think there is. Just like Baniri better than Lopunny. Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't know. It's more... How do I want to phrase this? It's just like a little cute thing, you know? And I don't think that a lot of people are being weird about Baniri, which is nice. Nobody's drooling over Baniri. Lopunny and her, like, Mega Evolution with the torn up tights on her, we'll use Shedinja's wording, thick thighs. You know, I look at that and I go, ooh, somebody's looking at that one a little weird. Somebody drew that up and, oh. Yeah, we need the Razzle Dazzle Vulpix. We got Razzie in here. Gonna get settled. All good, Razzie. All good. But I do like them as Pokemon, and I've never actually used either of them in any playthroughs or anything like that. There you go. That's exactly Milcery. If it's a male, then it meets your criteria. We do know that. Can you blame me? That's Shedinja. You know, at the end of the day, I'm giving you the to each their own. I'm not saying you're wrong or your opinion is invalid on that. Just not me. That's just not my view on the old Lopunny. I do like it as a Pokemon though, and it has a cool shiny, like, which is one of the more important things for me overall, right? Don't search up shiny Metacham for the love of Walter. What's the matter with shiny Metacham? I love shiny Metacham. I guess that also gets the thick thighs though. But see, that's the original thick-thighed boy, and he has such a good shiny. Maybe I'm the Shedinja for Metacham, and Shedinja's the Shedinja for Lopunny. Maybe that's how it is. I'm just the Metacham simp. I've gotten a shiny Lopunny. Very nice, yeah. The only one I have is in Legends, which I know some people don't super count. But I have a living dex that we're doing in Legends, and have like 215 unique shinies in that, so we're getting pretty close. So we have Baneri and Lopunny and all those as well. Metacham's gross. Metacham's just a cool guy that just happened to have some thick thighs. He didn't choose to have those thick thighs, but he sure did get a good shiny. We're already into weirdo territory. Yeah, no, we haven't even gotten into late night yet, and it's already getting weird. You know what? It's keeping it interesting for the egg hatching. I think we need to get a little weird in here to pass the time with the eggs. But I really like shiny Metatite and Metacham, and I like them as Pokemon a lot, too. No, it's all good, Shedinja. As long as we're staying safe for work, we're good. I'm down to chat. Wow, 2 Stuffles, brilliant, right next to each other. That's crazy. Catch some Z's. I appreciate you you popping in. We'll see you around. Is it Jacques? Jack? Either way, we'll see you around. I don't know if that kind of looks like Final Fantasy Feature Rhythm art too. I'm not sure if that is. See my last message. Can you give me your thoughts on the book idea real quick? Yeah, I mean, it sounds... Ooh, Zero, my boy. I didn't even know you were in here. Just sitting in here lurking. Hold on, we'll get Zero's link up in the chat as well. Let's get Zero's link. I appreciate you, buddy. What are you doing in here? Were you streaming today? What were you doing? No, doesn't look like it. Well, I appreciate you hanging around in here. Again, another Pokemon streamer. Definitely show Zero some love. We usually get a raid from Zero. You know, he kind of ends while I'm streaming. Our timelines work out super well together. All right. We just keep finding brilliance, and we're going to keep walking into them. That's what we're going to do. All right, I gotcha. Big Sad just reminded me of my Gen 6 Nuzlocke with a Metacham running. That is unfortunate. Metacham is really... I really like the typing, too. Was that the first Psychic fighting type? Like him and Metatite? Was there another one before that? I don't think there was. It was like super original typing at the time. And then, I don't know if he had Pure Power back, or Huge Power back then. Was it Huge Power? He has the thing that doubles his attack, which is bananas. Like, I always thought that was just the craziest ability. Lurking and working on thumbnails, I got you, Zero. We're both in the same boat on that sometimes. Doing the, like, slightly tedious extra work you have to do for all the videos. Yeah. As you were saying. No, yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. It's hard to say PokeFan because, you know, it's just such a light concept right now, right? I think a little bit of a just write-up of some of your ideas or plot points and stuff like that, not even necessarily just for me, but to help you kind of flesh out your ideas will definitely help you out on building it up. But yeah, I mean, as far as just like the base concept of it and everything, yeah. I mean, I think you could definitely work with that. Rate the team. Garbodor, sorry, I always read that wrong. Zeraora, Lopunny, Grimmsnarl, Cinderace, Swampert. I love Swampert. Okay. Hold on, Shedinja, and just hear me out on this. I love Swampert. Are we talking about this just as Pokemon that I enjoy, or as a, like, they work together and, like, synergistically in battles and stuff they work out? What's the hot take you're looking for here, Shedinja? I do like Swampert, to be honest. I like Grimmsnarl, And those are kind of the two that I like out of that party. Like, Garbodor, Zeraora, Lopunny, and Cinderace are all kind of like medium average in my list of Pokemon that I like personally. But yeah, there's nothing that I like hate in that party. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. We're just riding around in circles without eggs in our bag, which is fantastic. Just how much you like the Pokemon. Yeah, I really like Swampert. It has a hilarious shiny, and I really like the like bright pink shiny for Mudkip and Swampert. I really like Grimmsnarl as well, and it also has an amazing shiny. Cinderace, I don't know. Cinderace is alright, and he just has an okay shiny to me. Cinderace is my favorite final evolution of all of the Gen 8 starters. And then Lopunny, Zeraora, and Garbodor are all pretty cool Pokemon. Maybe they're a little above average for me as far as, like, Pokemon that I like. They're not, none of them are my favorites, but they're all pretty alright. One cool thing is Garbodor gets that Gigantamax, which I do really like in this new, in Gen 8. I do like that he got that, and he has like the substitute. Oh man, I'm telling you, the brilliant spawns. The brilliant spawns. This is why you look at these. I'm telling you guys. You have some insane odds, and we have the perfect Pokeball for this. Quick balls are the ultimate ball for this thing. Yes. You know, I have a million of these in Legends, but I don't even care. This is just staying in Sword and Shield, and I value this as much as I would any other random shiny. Hold on, we'll get a little Drifloon in here. We normally don't have... Hold on, let's look at this thing. Do you think we have a mark on it? No, too bad. Hey, that's a nice start. We're not too far into the night either. Pretty sweet. Let's get that thing where it needs to go. Yeah. It took me a second. I just saw it. It's because I see so many in Legends that it like didn't click with me for a second. And then just for everybody else, here's kind of some of the recent things I grabbed as well. Our pretty girl, Wobbuffet. I am so happy that I got a female one, so I got the lipstick on it too, because it just matches it like perfectly. We got this from the raid dens recently, and then I hatched this Mimikyu as well. This was off stream, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. How does brilliant spawns increase odds? I mean, so the brilliant spawns, after you have caught or KO'd one of that Pokemon in the wild, you start getting the boosted odds. The first break point that you have when you run into a brilliant Pokemon, if you just have one KO on it, you get 1 in like 1,000 odds if you have the shiny charm or whatever. So it's not much of a boost, but as you KO more, after you've KO'd 50, you get another boost. After you've KO'd 100, it goes up to better odds. So you have to just kill a bunch of them in the wild, basically. And if you KO 500 of them and you have the shiny charm, your odds go up to 1 in 455, which is like pretty good. It's better than Masuda Method, you know, but the thing is the brilliant spawns are only a 3% chance at max to ever spawn. So it's not like all of your wild encounters are boosted like that. It's just the ones that are glowing. So you see me running past most of these. I'm only bumping into the ones with that yellow brilliant aura. Sorry, I missed a bunch of chat while the Drifloon shenanigans happened. Hold on, let me catch up. I'm hunting Bacon Bird in Raid Adventures. I do love me some Bacon Bird. Good old Yveltal. Can you tell people if they want any of the Pokemon I put in the trade section of the Discord? I don't have the Discord opened right now, Ace, but if you have a list of them, you can post it in chat right now if you want, you know, even if it's a little bit of a list. I gotta try that calm, the whole check the glowy Pokemon while hatching eggs. I'm telling you, Miku, I grab so many stupid random shinies while doing this. We've had like 4 or 5 just from this while I'm hatching eggs. And if you KO those Pokemon, those Brilliants, if they aren't shiny, you're building up the odds to get better and better. So that's kind of all I was doing. Did you have Mimikyu in a luxury ball? I think I have Mimikyu in a premier ball. I wasn't really thinking about what ball they were going to be in. My current team in Heart Gold is level 40 blank, Pidgeot, Prinplup, Ampharos, Gabite, and Grumpig. You know what? Grumpig is slept on. I love Spoink, and I love Grumpig, and they don't get the love that they deserve. They live such a hard life. If they stop moving, they die. Like, they're living... What's that crappy movie? It's like Adrenaline or something. It's like a really bad movie where the guy had to keep, like, getting an adrenaline rush or else he was gonna die. So he's, like, zapping himself with car batteries and going on car chases and stuff. That's what Spoink and Grumpig are doing their entire lives. Typhlosion, gotcha. Yeah, I do like the squad there, honestly, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I like basically all of those Pokemon. Pidgeot, you know, I've never used in a party before, which is kind of a weird thing because it's always been such a common Pokemon. But yeah, I've never used Pidgeot before. It seems so weird to me. Like, I'm trying to think about if I'm lying on this, but like, I literally cannot think of a game where I ever use the birds. I never catch like Starly or Pidgey or anything like that. I never do the starter birds because they're just normal flying, and I have a hard time taking them because they don't usually get really good like type coverage. So I like have almost never taken anything like that. I'm trying to think of any of the starting bird Pokemon if I ever took any of them. And I don't. I took Rookie D in this game because I love Rookie D. But Rookie D turns into like a Skarmory basically, and I really like Skarmory. So he's like kind of a cool upgraded Skarmory almost. I remember when Bree caught Arceus in a Moonball. Oh, that's super cool. In a Moonball, too. What are the odds of catching it with that? That is, like, incredibly bad. Crank 2. There it is. Yep. With good old Jason. I bet you do, Magical. I bet you do. Pidgey is always the first Pokemon you encounter on the first route. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've just never personally caught it. I don't know why. I mean, Pidgeot's pretty cool, too. Like, I don't have any issues with it as a Pokemon, even. I couldn't tell you why. It just never lined up, I guess. I'm trading one of my 5 shiny Zeraora on my friend's old Switch. The event shiny. Gotcha, gotcha. I've come back from thinking. Oh, you went to your study real quick, Milcery? Went deep in thought for a minute. Did some meditating. Fun fact, Rookie D and Corvisquire are the first non-legendary pure flying types. Really? Yeah, with no normal, I guess they almost always have normal type, right? That's interesting. Yeah, didn't realize that. The thing is adding normal to them didn't really like make any difference, you know, the fact that they were normal. I guess that gives them immunity to Ghost. That's basically the only thing it added to them. Well, I'm glad that you took the time to think about that, you know, really long and hard Milcery. It's a good thing that you spent the time on that one. Do you even like Mega Pidgeot? I do. Mega Pidgeot's pretty cool. I like Megas in general a lot. I feel like most of the Megas are pretty high quality designs and like interesting concepts that change the Pokemon that they are on a lot, and I thought they were such a cool competitive thing. Everybody that's like a regular in here is going to be like, oh god, he's talking about megas again. But I really loved megas as a gimmick, and Mega Pidgeot's pretty cool. I don't know what Mega Pidgeot got, like, ability-wise, though. What actually changed with Pidgeot at all when it got its Mega form? Because most Pokemon got something really cool. I mean, besides all the stat buffs and stuff, they would usually get, like, an interesting ability, too. Does anybody know what Mega Pidgeot got? Yeah, neutral to fighting, which is whatever, you know. Pidgeot and Hoot have normal typing, which makes them obsolete because fighting types body them. It's just neutral. Yeah, I wouldn't say they body them. Mega Evolutions need to return in Scarlet and Violet. I really wish they would. I don't think they're going to, though, Ash. As much as I really, really want that to be a thing, I don't think it's happening. But I will say that I think the terastallizing stuff seems kind of cool. It's kind of like a not as cool Mega Evolution. Like, the same kind of deal as Megas, though, where your Pokemon changes its type, because a lot of times they did get an additional type or change a type that they have and stuff like that. And it also is boosting the stab attack of that or giving you a new stab attack. So it's kind of like where they got the stat increases as well. So, I don't know. I think it's interesting, at least. Pidgeot got no guard. Gotcha. That's where, like, they get the buff to all damaging attacks, but they can't take any like non-damaging attacks, right? But how would that work with a Mega? You just can't use them if you have like a non-damaging attack on regular Pidgeot? Or am I just stupid and I don't know what no guard is? I think that's what it is. Can't stay, have school in the morning. Alright, Xander, I appreciate you popping in for a bit. Trust me, in Crystal, I've had several runs around Cyanwood because of Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Good old Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan roaming the streets. Wouldn't it be cool if they made Delta species? You know, honestly, Pokefan 4, that's kind of what the terastallizing stuff is a little bit. Where, like, you're changing the type to something. That's kind of, I mean, terastallizing, the only problem with it is it's pretty ugly. Like, I think the crystal hats are pretty, I don't know. It's not as cool as Megas where they get a cool new evolution and stuff. It's just like, give them hats. We're playing TF2 now. I have a question. What happens if I reset a raid adventure if... Hold on. I thought that thing was brilliant. If I reset a raid adventure, if none of the Pokemon are shinies, can they be shiny even if you soft reset the raid? I'm not sure what you mean, Burst, but I think that... Are you talking about resetting out of a Dynamax adventure because you don't see any shinies while you're battling? If that's the case, you shouldn't do that because they don't appear as shiny when you're battling in a Dynamax adventure. They only appear afterwards when you're picking a Pokemon to keep. So, yeah, don't reset before you get to the final screen, and at that point, it doesn't make sense to reset. Like, it would take longer to reset than to just go through those menus and not take a Pokemon. I know how to get the shinies. Okay, I'm not sure what you're asking then, Burst. I'm not sure what the question is. No guard lets any move hit, but the enemy can always hit back as well. Oh, interesting. Well, I will say that no guard is not a great ability for Pidgeot, because that just means that every Stone Edge is always going to hit that thing, which is going to be, like, mostly the move that's going to kill it. So, I think No Guard is a pretty bad ability for that thing. I can't think of any, like, big moves that Pidgeot would be trying to use that didn't have great accuracy. Like Hurricane, I guess. But it's not much of a special attacker, right? Yeah, I don't know. But Mega Pidgeot looks cool, at least. He's a cool dude. Is it bad to be down for... Milcery, I'm going to give you a to each their own. Now, what I will say is talking about them all the time in chat, a little bit. But I'm glad you have your thing, Milcery. Nilgard is 100% accurate all the time on both sides, yeah. I'm asking when you get to collect them in the end and none are shinies. I mean, you can reset, but why would you, Burst? I don't really get the reasoning behind resetting, because you can just push B and it'll back you out of that whole thing anyways. You just say you don't want to take any Pokemon, and then you're already back in the Dynamax Adventure Cave. Whereas if you soft reset, you have to load back into the game, and it takes like a minute for it all to load up again, so I don't know why you'd ever do that. Gmax Toxtricity. I'm so confused. I do not know what is trying to be accomplished here. I want to shiny hunt it. Yeah, I mean, so if you want to shiny hunt it in Dynamax Adventures, which I don't think is like a great option, I don't think hunting for any of the regular Pokemon, like rental Pokemon in that, is a great idea in Dynamax Adventures. But you can reset out of a Dynamax Adventure, like if you don't see a Toxtricity on the map, if that's maybe what you're considering. You can do that if you're just doing it like single player, and then, you know, you can see on the map if there's going to be one or not, and then reset. But I think it forces you into the same map, like the Pokemon don't cycle, so you're going to have to play through that same map anyways. If you're just trying to, like, dig for a Toxtricity on the map, you know? Yeah, let me know if somebody else understands what's being asked here, because I am very confused. After a lot of back and forth, I've decided to just focus on Charmander. I gotcha. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to just have the one single thing. The things or features that need to make a return in Scarlet and Violet are Megas, SOS, yep. The 1 in 1365 chances for Legends that can be hunted after you get the charm. Yeah, I could get on board with all of that, Ash. So basically, you just want a lot of Sun and Moon stuff back, which I understand. The 3DS era for shiny hunting was so nice. There were so many options for, like, shiny hunting and so many things to do. Like, if you were getting bored and you were having some really bad luck, you just go in an Ultra Wormhole. Like, you have insane odds to get a shiny in there, but it's a small pool of Pokemon, so, like... But you can hear the shiny noise every once in a while, you know, if you're having some real bad luck and you just need to scratch the itch real fast, you know? Yeah, Sun and Moon was amazing. I loved those games, and they really got a lot of crap, like when they were out. I feel like a lot of people kind of hated on those games. Neko, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be hopping off the stream. Many streams to watch. I appreciate you hopping in, Milcery, and we'll see you around on the next one. I just thought about something a pal and me were talking about. What do you think Ash's Pikachu Terra type will be? I don't know, they'll probably just go generic and give it like double electricity, right? They'll just buff it up. I hope that they do not lock the shiny, or the starters. Yeah, the shiny locking on the starters would suck, so I hope they aren't doing that, Nathaniel. Yeah, Ultra Wormholes were cool. They were like a fun little thing, right? And all of the legendaries you can get from those was super cool too. Haven't played X and Y and Omega Ruby. Broke. Oh, I thought you broke halfway through my playthrough. I thought you were saying it broke in half. And I'm like, how the heck did that happen, Grim? Yeah, the 3DS games definitely had some good stuff going on. Went overboard with shiny locks, yeah. I don't get the reasoning. Like, It's not like many normal people were getting them without like hunting them. You know, I mean, I guess somebody would get it as their first legendary and they wouldn't associate it as being something special. I don't know. Like, it has a cool particle effect. There's no way somebody's like just got a shiny and especially nowadays just like doesn't know what it is. Back in the day when the internet wasn't really a thing, nobody really knew what shinies were and what they meant and all that, but I feel like now that information's all out there. I don't really see a benefit to shiny locking. Is it just me, or when you say goodbye and you have to leave the stream, do you stay and then leave when he's... Well, I mean, yeah, you say bye and you get the bye back. It's... you give it a quick couple seconds. I get it. Just gives an error after I press start. Weird. Yeah, I wonder why that is. And you've, oh my god, you've heard a bunch of stories about people resetting their shinies because they look different? No. I've heard of people, killing shinies thinking that they got, like, something special from it, you know? But I don't know. I think Pokemon is like a game where you catch and collect stuff. I think with my first shiny, if I didn't know what it was, because I never found one and just didn't know what it was, if I see something cool and weird, I'm gonna catch it like it's Pokemon, and my idea is to collect it, you know? So that would be my default, but I've definitely heard of some people just straight up KOing them, running away because they didn't care, you know? It's like, oh, it has something weird going on. All right, I'm out of here. In Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, all the legendary Pokemon, excluding Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, can be shiny hunted. Yeah. So, like, just the mainline ones. It's kind of weird that they locked the mainline ones, I guess, but it's because they're in cutscenes, I think, which maybe makes it a little weird. Like, you see this whole cutscene and then it's different color when you fight it, but I don't know. They do that with all the wild encounters, like in the overworld in this game. So it's not that weird, right? Ease God, welcome in. One dude got a purple Mudkip on his first playthrough and got a regular one because he thought his game glitched. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. I killed the Drifloon in Gen 4 because I thought it would give XP. Yeah, that's something that I've heard before, is like, oh, this is a nice bonus XP thing. First attempt for bacon board. Good luck. Good luck on the bacon. He's got him and tell you to take a chill pill. You gotta chill out, buddy. Let's keep it calm in here. Let's keep it chill. Don't be like that, East. No bacon board. I gotcha. Getting it on the first try would be too easy, right? You gotta have a little bit of struggle with it. I'm also surprised Game Freak didn't shiny lock Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. Yeah, honestly, that is kind of surprising that they didn't do that. They didn't do any of the starters either, but it wasn't really Game Freak on this one, right? It was that other group that did like the porting and new stuff. Let me see. Ease God has a weird sense of humor. Poke fan. Don't take it too seriously. No, I can tell that you're not being serious, Eased, but the dealio is if other people in chat can't tell, you know, it's a thing. Now that it's nighttime, these brilliant spawns are going to be so easy to see, which is really nice. We can finally tell the difference between, like, the grass colors in them. After the bacon bird, I'm hunting the lemon. Who the heck's the lemon? Who's the lemon? I understand why BDSP or Faithful remakes of Diamond and Pearl, but there needs to be a gimmick in the games. Yeah, honestly, it kind of left me wishing they had done a bit more with those games. I never ended up beating BDSP. I only ever got 3 badges in it. Giratina. How's Giratina the lemon? When did the emotes come? Lord of Worms. It takes a little bit, I guess. After you get into the partner program, the member stuff doesn't unlock immediately, so I'm stuck waiting. People say it can take up to a week. Shiny Giratina is not all yellow. Shiny Groudon is all yellow, if that's maybe what you're talking about. Giratina is like white with black and teal, like on its wings. Yeah, Groudon is all yellow. I can't think of any other all yellow shiny legendaries. I can tell you with 100% confidence that Giratina is not yellow in any way when it's shiny. I was excited for BDSP, but playing the games I was quite disappointed. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people felt that way, Ash. Dynamax only works in Galar in the lore, I think. Yeah, because it's... Yeah. It's supposed to be the hot spots in Galar or whatever. I'm sorry, Burst. That is not the case. As much as a big gold Giratina sounds funny, that is not how it be. And I thought we hatched all 5 of them. I guess not. Oh, you know what? I never added my... I meant to add this earlier. Just one sec. We need to get our Drifloon up on the board. Look at that little guy. We might as well just put him up there next to our Delio. Oh. I'm just walking around without eggs in my bag again. It's pale yellow. Giratina is pale yellow? Can I send a link to link the photo? You can't send links in the chat. I'm gonna look at Giratina again. That thing is not yellow. That's like a cream color at the best. This has no yellow. Hold on, we're gonna have a discussion on the chat here. We're gonna load this up. We're gonna have a community forum on this. Shiny Giratina. Is there any yellow on this Pokemon? Shiny Giratina. That's not yellow, that's like a cream color, like a skin tone. Look at that thing. This is a regular skin-colored boy with some teal blue, some silver, a little bit of black on the wings. No, that's no yellow. There's 0 yellow on that thing. You crazy, Burst. You crazy. What am I hunting? I am hunting a shiny Alolan Vulpix, but we're also looking at some brilliant spawns when we're hatching the eggs. So we found a shiny Drifloon earlier, and maybe we get lucky and we find something else. We have Stuffles, Wobbuffets, Swirlixes, speak of the devil, some Farfetch'd and stuff. Yeah. So we're checking a few other things, but yeah, mostly we're doing Alolan Vulpix right now. Yeah, Jaden, I got super lucky with it. It was just kind of out of nowhere. I don't even really have any KOs on that thing, so I got that one at like 1 in 1,000 odds, which is even crazier. Giratina isn't yellow, it's tan and blue. Yeah, exactly. Savage. Colorblind or my Switch is dumb. I don't... it could be a little color blindness. It could be a little bit of the weird just lighting on your Switch. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely more tan than yellow. Giratina is the best legendary Pokemon when it comes to shinies. It's a super good shiny legendary for sure. I think my favorite shiny legendary is Rayquaza. I also really like Latios, but I think Rayquaza is just overall cooler because it's just like all black and red and yellow. Like, it's super cool, and it matches the luxury ball just so well. Did you see what I posted in the Discord, Ace? Sorry, I don't have it open right now on the on my PC. I only have like 2 monitors, so it's like kind of hard while I'm streaming and playing on one of them. Gotta go. All right, PokeFan, we'll see you when you get back. Zygarde has a great shiny too. Yeah, the like all white basically, right, with some green on it. If you had 0 KOs on that Drifloon, would have still been 1 in 1365. Yeah, I think I had a couple KOs on Drifloon, so we had barely boosted odds. Like Ray, but also Zygarde shiny. Yeah, they're kind of the yin and yang a little bit, right, Jaden? But the black and the white shinies are all super good, so... I dropped my Switch like 20 times off the top bunk, maybe that's the reason. I mean, the skin color has a little bit of like a yellow tone in it, right? But, yeah, it's not like... I wouldn't consider that a yellow Pokemon, just looking at it, and I don't think many people would consider that I wanted to make sure I wasn't the crazy one, though, too. To be honest with you, because you were so adamant on the fact that it was yellow. I was like, am I the crazy one here? Once you get 500 KOs, having a Shiny Charm, you have the exact same shiny chance as Masuda Method plus Shiny Charm and Friend Safari. It's better than that. It's 145 is your odds when you're at 500 plus KOs. So you're actually at a better situation than Masuda Method, but it's like a 3% chance for those things to spawn, so it's a little harder to actually encounter them as quick as Masuda Method. Lake Trio shinies are cool. Nice gold color. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people aren't super down with those shinies. I don't know. They're alright. They definitely aren't my favorite legendary shinies overall. I think there's a lot cooler. Not 1 in 145, 1 in 455 I think is what it is. It's like 1 in 450 something. At max odds with the Shiny Charm and 500 KOs. Should I egg Shiny Hunt? You know, it's an alright time burst. You have to be in the mood for it. It's nice when we have a chat going like this. It makes it easier for me because I just get to kind of hang out and talk with you guys and not have to just watch the monotony on the screen over and over again, you know? It makes it easier when I have some peeps to talk to, you know? I like Zacian and Zamazenta shiny. Yeah, those are definitely cool. I wish you could hunt them. They just had that one event and then it's just done for, which sucks. And just getting them for free also just makes me not really value them either, you know? Which kind of sucks even more. Go for Sableye. Very nice. Yeah, that's a super good shiny. And just a super cool Pokemon overall. The only one where Giratina looks more yellow than tan is black and white. Oh, gotcha. When it's on your side of the field. Interesting. So, like, the back sprite looks a little yellow. I hope they release Shiny Eternatus. Yeah. I don't know. It's getting so late in Sword and Shield's lifespan. Do you think they're gonna? I'm not sure. I'm trading all these Pokemon in home. There you go, Ace. Yeah, sorry. Posting it here in chat will be better, just so can see if you can find somebody. Sorry, it's just hard when I don't have the multi-monitor deal going on. About to complete 2 pages of the shinies on Arceus. Just got 2 back-to-back, sending those. I appreciate that. I hope that it pops up soon. We already got 1 lucky one, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, we've had a little bit of luck. I really want the Alolan Vulpix, though. That's what we're really, really hoping for. I'm pretty sure the 3-year gap between the games is still true. Yeah, I mean, I definitely could see that being like their whole marketing plan on that too, right? Like they just say, all right, this is our whole deal. But with them kind of embracing the DLC stuff, I don't know. I don't know if Scarlet and Violet is going to be longer than that or not. Like they could sustain it for longer if they decided to go more of a DLC route. And they wouldn't have to redo a bunch of work over and over again making the new games. But I don't know. They probably make more money at the end of things with everybody getting hyped up for a new generation. I feel like they have to keep refreshing it for people to stay super interested in it. And once you get to a point where you have too much DLC, it's like people won't want to buy the game and then $100 worth of DLC if they just released a bunch over a long period of time. So I guess a new game every now and then just is an inevitability, right? Pizza's taking forever to get here. I hope you get your pizza soon, Slammed. We're all praying for the pizza. Let me check my decks for where it is. 2025, we get our hands on Gen 10. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just pumped up for Gen 9. If we have some Overworld shinies and it's hold on, I think I maybe saw Brilliant down here. Nope, it was just a yellow Farfetch'd beak, and now I'm trapped in the grass hatching eggs. There's the back. All right, let's see this thing. Yeah, it looks a little yellow on that. I can see that. That's just on the back sprite, though? I don't know. Just one random back sprite, I don't think justifies that as a yellow Pokemon. Deegan, what's going on? Welcome in. And Epic as well. My guy Zach has been doing a 15-minute quality check on it. The pizza's gone. It's gone. You've seen the trailer for FF16. It looks great. I have not seen the trailer for that. Is that not the one with like the guy, like the angry kind of older guy? I thought that game was already out. What will the new shiny hunting method in Scarlet and Violet be? I do not know, Ash. I hope it's something good. I hope it's more than just Masuda Method, because that's basically what this game is. Juice, welcome back. Was there a reason to not use Overworld shinies in Sword and Shield? I couldn't tell you, Nathaniel. I wish they would have, because it would have made this game a lot better, I think. So I really hope that they bring Overworld shinies into Scarlet and Violet. It just was so nice in Let's Go and so nice in Legends that it always sucks going back to this, and it's just like, oh, I guess we're just going to do a bunch of encounters and not be able to see anything until doing a bunch of random battles, you know? I like the Overworld shinies, yeah. Yeah, Juice, we got a shiny Drifloon earlier. We just got lucky. We hit a random brilliant Drifloon. It was like 1 in 1,000 odds, basically. Because we only had a couple KOs on him. I didn't really bother doing any of the KOs on Drifloon since I don't super need it. We have a bunch in Legends, but I'm still happy I got it in this game. I think it's coming out, but not yet. I need a PS5 though, because it's not releasing on PS4. Gotcha. They're gonna push those pretty graphics limits. Still can't find PS5s, right? Like, I have not looked for one of the next-gen consoles personally, but it's still like a bad time, right? Drifloon is a good shiny. It is, Juice. I'm super glad I got that. Finally on its way. Very nice. PS4, PS5 graphics don't look that good. IMO. Really? What graphics do look good, Slammed? I mean, I play on PC and stuff too, but I mean, even I can admit that the PS5 and even the PS4 has some pretty nice graphics. I mean, I played... Oh, this is the shiny. This is one of them. Yes, tonight's the night. That wasn't 140 eggs. Hold on, let me see how many we got that in. 137 eggs. We have a bunch more eggs. I need 2 of these. I almost didn't see this. This isn't... Okay, hold on. We'll do a comparison here, because this is a bit of a rough shiny, unfortunately. It just gets a little pinker. You know, it gets a little bit of a hue change. There's not much to it, but you know what? We need 2 of them. It's a lax. What's its stats looking like? Oh, we don't have the checker thing on this. Whatever, I don't care. I'm not going to use it for stats. Alright, hold on. Let me throw this in the shiny box. We got this at 137. And let me get a Alolan Vulpix on the board too. Man, this is a shiny night. Get our little Alolan Vulpix up next to our Drifloon that we got here. I'm going to change my scene really quick. Sorry. Just one sec, guys. I need to grab a setting. I should have this over on my other view. I'm breaking the fourth wall a little bit here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we've got some more eggs to hatch. Let me finish hatching these other 3. Yeah, if you rewind just a little bit, Grim, you'll see it. It literally just happened. I'm watching a movie and hunting Charmander. I got you, Grim. We're going in the background. Completely understandable. But we got one. And hopefully we can get the second one that we need. And we can get our full combo on this. Get our Ninetales. Be done with it. Shiny was so hard to tell the difference when the hatching animation was happening. Yeah, I looked over just briefly. I can kind of see it. When you hatch so many of these, like even the little difference ones, you kind of can see it. You look at it and you're like, is that it? It almost gives it a little bit more suspense, you know, on these ones. 280 Beldums hatched and still don't got a shiny. Yeah, I mean, honestly... Ace, my luck with these recently, this one's actually been pretty good. I was a bit under odds on this. I think I hatched about 200 of these before, just like off stream, and we got this with 200 plus 140 or 137, so it was like 337. We were pretty under odds on this one, so we're doing pretty good. But yeah, I've been having really rough luck with it. Like, we were not getting anything under 500 for probably like 10 shinies with Masuda Method. We were at 500 or worse. We were at like 900 for both of our Magnemites. It was pretty unfortunate. So sometimes it's just like that. I'm shiny hunting for a great shiny. What is the great shiny? How is Ray Ray only a star shiny? Well, all of the shinies in Dynamax Adventures are star shiny. They don't, like, you can't get a square shiny or anything from those, right? So, they're all set to a certain kind of shiny in there. I honestly don't really care. Isn't Square Shiny 1 in 16 for breeding? I thought it was the other way around, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Whoops. Yeah, I thought... You know what? Maybe its encounters are mostly Square Shiny with a small chance to be the 1 in 16 to be Star, and then egg hatching is the reverse. Because I'm pretty sure that the hatching is reversed from the wild encounters. But to be honest, I don't pay a lot of attention to the shiny, like, pattern that I get with that. Like, I kind of don't care which one it is, personally. Finally got some pizza. Very nice, Slammed. I'm glad it's working out for you. And I hope the pizza is as good as you were expecting it to be. And your friend didn't do anything wrong to it. Sableye. Is it Sableye or Sableye? How do you guys say it? Domino's is always 10 out of 10. That's usually one of our go-to places as well. I'm gonna have to go early, Calm. I'm going out with friends tomorrow. All right. Yeah, it's all good, Misky. I appreciate you hanging out. We got 2 shinies today, so you got a nice chunk of the stream here. I don't know if we're getting another one tonight. I hope we do. But, you know, sometimes Sableye. That's usually how I say it, too. Sableye. It's the cheapest, and I can pay at the door, so it works out for me. I gotcha. Yep. I always get the Brooklyn style from Domino's. That's my go-to. For eggs, Square is rare, and encounters, Star is rare. Gotcha. Unless you get it from a tree or the Reggies or something. They messed up. The Square Shinies, I think, just overall were supposed to be the rare one, right? And then... Why do you need to have 2 shiny Vulpix? Burst, it's because I'm doing a living dex, so I need to have a shiny Alolan Vulpix and a shiny Alolan Ninetales. So, rather than trying to just find, like, an Alolan Ninetales somewhere, I think Dynamax Adventures would be my only option for that. I'm just breeding for the Vulpix to evolve into the Ninetales. And these, to be honest, are going over to Legends for my living decks there. I haven't seen a Domino's in ages. I don't even think they're a thing anymore. Over in Ireland. Yeah, I don't know what Domino's, like, reach is over in Ireland. I will say that they have, Domino's actually had some presence in Japan, and there were a bunch of Pokemon cards that were like Domino's exclusive, like promotional cards. They were like Snorlaxes and stuff, and they have the Domino's logo on it. Pretty neat. And it's a cool Snorlax card too, one of them. Gonna SOS Mankey. Gotcha. Yep. There's a Domino's I knew of like 7 years ago, not 4. I can't read numbers, apparently. Long gone. Too bad. Although I don't know if Ireland Domino's is the same as American Domino's, you know. I'm not really sure what changes there. We're going to KO this thing, because I wouldn't mind getting one of these either. What's SOS? It's a shiny hunting method in Sun and Moon. Slammed, so you get a Pokemon down to really low health and it has a chance to call like a friend in and turn it into a double battle. And you do that over and over again, and as more Pokemon get pulled in, your shiny odds go up. You think Ash will get Primate back from training and evolve him? I don't know. I watched that episode recently. It's crazy how many Pokemon Ash has just like straight up given away. Or, like, not come back for. Like his Pidgeot, he said he was coming back for and stuff, and then just never showed again. There are just so many Pokemon that went off to the farm or out in the wilderness again, you know? Domino's was so good, though, I really miss it. Oh, interesting. Gotcha, Juice. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just a little offshoot weird thing that wasn't great. or if it actually held up over there. To be honest, when I was in Japan, we got Pizza Hut one night just because like it was near our hotel and it was getting pretty late, and it's so different going like country to country. I think Japan specifically was a lot more different than maybe here to Ireland might have been, but yeah, a large pizza over there is like a small pizza over here. It's crazy, actually. Portions in general over there are way, way smaller. But, yeah. So Pizza Hut an hour away from me, and it's god-awful. Yeah, it's a mixed bag with the chains. When he released his Butterfree, I cried, not gonna lie. It takes a big person to admit that slammed. I don't know that I for sure cried at that, but I probably got choked up as a kid. I don't remember, like, completely losing it. I do think that the Goodbye Pikachu episode was probably, as a kid, the one that got me the closest to it. Watching that as an adult now, it's just, like, kind of dumb. Like, I'm like, he's not going anywhere. We know what's happening here. But back then, it was like, Pikachu's going away forever. The Pidgeot thing was a mistranslation by the English cast. Interesting. Ash never said he would come back. He told Pidgeot to take care. Gotcha. Whoops. Probably more like that. Our portions are way too big. Yeah, well, you know. Whether that's the case or not, Nathaniel, which it probably is, I will say that I am now a large American man raised on those portions, so it's hard for me to eat the Japan-sized foods. I just feel like a giant over there. I'm just like, I'm not supposed to be there. When we were in the hotel room, we're going for a little story time again right now. When we were in our hotel room, hotels there are smaller. Everything's kind of smaller there, honestly. But like the hotel room was pretty tight, and that's something you'll see in like a lot of, if you watch videos where they show off their hotel room and stuff like that. It's like the bed, the top and the bottom of it are touching a wall, like, so it's just crammed in there. And you have a little bit of walking room to get like in the door and then to the side of the bed. And that's kind of it. You don't really have a whole lot going on. And the bathroom's just off to the side. It's like a step up. And it has this kind of like folding door. It was like a plastic, you could see through it door, which was a little weird. But because I was so tall, the toilet's like pretty close to that door. And when I had to sit on that toilet, my legs were so long that like my knees would be pushing against the door like to open it while I was sitting on the toilet. So I had to like, just whenever I was in there sitting on the toilet doing as you do, I had to have the door open because my legs didn't fit otherwise. Like there was just no way for me to fit in that bathroom without my legs hanging out the front of the bathroom door, and it was just not a comfortable situation being on that toilet with the door wide open and my wife, literally my new wife, literally sitting on the bed like 3 feet away from where my legs are hanging out of the bathroom. It was an ordeal. We'd been together for a long time, so it wasn't like it was some crazy thing like we've never been sleeping in the same room with, you know, like we'd been together for years and years before that, but it was still just like, oh god. It just wasn't made for me and my tall shenanigans, basically. The one scene that made me really start crying was when Pikachu got turned to stone by Diancie. I never saw that movie. What the heck? Pikachu got smoked. I know that Ash got turned to stone that one time in the movies. I didn't know Pikachu got it too. What's with everybody getting petrified in these movies, man? The one Sun and Moon episode where Stoutland died was pretty sad. Stoutland died? What the heck? I've watched all of Sun and Moon. I don't remember Stoutland dying. I've heard that there's a couple of movies. Was it Pikachu, I Choose You? There's one where like a Luxray dies and one where a Snubble dies and like the old lady's like crying about it and stuff. I think that's the... I haven't seen this movie, but I was reading things about it and I was like, oh my god, what is going on here? Love and hate. Hate one journey's ends and another begins, the Stoutland episode. I have not heard of that or seen that one, I don't think. Or I don't remember it. Because I've seen all of Sun and Moon. Okay. I do remember what you're talking about. When they get the Litten and he's like living under that bridge and Stoutland was kind of like his homie and then he eventually was just like dead under there and Litten was just like still hanging with him, right? Or whatever. Like he was just kind of slowly croaking under the bridge. I do remember that. Now that you mention it, I forgot about it until you mentioned Litten, because that was like the episode where he got that Litten. Or after that maybe. But like where they met the Litten at least. Yeah. I do remember that now. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. That's the I Choose You movie where Luxray dies, and Power of One is the one where Snubble dies. Gotcha. There's a lot of Pokemon movies I need to catch up on, to be honest with you. I feel like I should at some point. Maybe one of these days we have a Discord movie night where we watch something. I don't know. We'll have to see on that. There's a lot of Pokemon movies I need to watch through, though. And I think that'd be a pretty fun idea. I cried when Magikarp was robbed of his victory after all that training. Which one are we talking about? What are you talking about? Me and my cousin both started tearing up from that. From which one, Slammed? The Hoopa movie is pretty, as far as I remember. Pretty good. Gotcha. Yeah, there's so many. I basically haven't watched any after the first 3. Like the last Pokemon movie I guess last 4. The last Pokemon movie I watched was Pokemon Forever, which had a twist that blew my mind as a kid. I couldn't believe it. Goes Carp. Oh, when they're doing the like jump contest, right? It was the way that you said that he was croaking under the bridge. I mean, you know, that's what's going on. He was croaking. There's no way, no two ways about it. He's just having some issues under the bridge. It's only natural. What can you do? I think it was called Hoopa and the Clash of the Ages. Yeah, I should probably watch them just in order, I think. I've never seen any Diamond and Pearl movies, any black and white ones. I've recently just started watching through all of the X and Y series. I actually have been kind of surprised with it. Like, I actually kind of dig it. Ash is like a little bit older, and Team Rocket, for some reason, is like kind of good at what they do in this show. Like, they always get kind of close to doing something really cool and evil, but they always lose because of the plot armor. But like, they're kind of evil and like kind of not inept at their jobs, you know? Like, they get pretty close sometimes. Where do you watch all of the animes? To be honest, Slammed, they're kind of all over the place. Netflix has the first like 2 seasons, or it's not the first 2 seasons. It's like Kanto and Johto episodes, and then what else do they have? I don't think they have Sun and Moon anymore, but they have Journeys, and then Hulu has like a mix of some of them as well. It's a mess. You can't watch them all in one place. In the Japanese version of the Volcanion movie, Volcanion, no joke, call that's awesome. Volcanion going in. Alright, Burst, we'll see you around on the next one, buddy. Thanks for hopping in. When are they going to give the Dragonite code? A Dragonite code? What's a Dragonite code? For, like, Ash's Dragonite, you mean? Because we got his Dracovish. I wouldn't mind getting Ash's Dragonite. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. No Hulu in Canada. Really? That's a thing? I've never heard of that before, that Canada doesn't get Hulu. The more you know. We're getting his whole team. Oh, interesting. That's very cool. Yeah, I thought it was just Dracovish, and I was like, I kind of don't care about this thing, but I like pretty much everything else he has in his party besides Dracovish. That's my least favorite thing. Even though I think Vicious Rend is like a pretty cool sounding attack, it's just such an ugly Pokemon. I just cannot. I cannot with Dracovish. So what, we get a Gengar, Dragonite, Lucario, Dracovish, Dracovish, Dragonite, Gengar, Lucario, Pikachu. What is the sixth? What is his sixth Pokemon? Surfetched. I wasn't thinking about that, yeah. No Pikachu, interesting. So just... the Pikachu was the in-person only thing, right? With his hat. Yeah. Yeah, I do not like Dracovish. It's ugly, and I get that it's meant to be ugly because it's like a messed up fossil thing, and that was the whole idea that they were going with that, but yeah, I don't like it. Not about it. Had to go out. Oh, it's all good. Shurchugal? It's all good. No Pikachu. Yeah, the Pikachu was the in-person only thing, right? I do remember that has his hat and everything. We seriously need to have a talk at some point. Calm. I don't know. I feel like every Pokemon I don't like is one that you really like, Pokefan. It's pretty weird. We're like very different in what we want in Pokemon. Shurtugal. Gotcha. I will really, really do my best to remember that. Hulu is currently only available in US and Japan. Wow. I didn't realize that was... I thought they had a bigger grip than that, but I guess it's hard to license things for multiple countries like that. So for them, it's probably a lot easier to just have two really big markets and not have to deal with it anywhere else, I guess. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize that. When are we getting this team? Well, the Dracovish is already out, Jaden. So if you go to Cerebi and you look up like Ash Dracovish event thing, there's a code for it. And if anybody else has the code, post it in the chat for sure. Make sure to... Yeah, I got the Vulpix earlier. I got one of them. We're trying for the second one now, too. Shinies, I appreciate it. We've had 2 shinies already, so we've been having some spicy luck. I'll take the extra luck, though. I appreciate you popping in, and I get it. You've been streaming a long time today. I was lurking for a little bit. I didn't even say anything because I was just working and stuff, but I see you. I appreciate you hopping in, though. And I've got to tell you, I didn't tell you this in your chat last time, but I really dig the Danny DeVito thumbnails. I do like what I'm seeing there. I'm not going to be able to get his team because I have no Wi-Fi on my Switch. It's just Wi-Fi that's not working for you, Slammed? Have you done like a full, just like complete shutdown of the Switch too? Like an actual off and on, not just like a sleep mode thing, you know? That's so weird that just the Wi-Fi isn't working. He does offer eggs in these trying times, that's a fact. I hope he offers us a couple Masuda Method eggs in these trying times. Gets us a shiny or 2. My name is from Aragon. I do know of that book series. I've actually never read any of the Aragon stuff, and I was actually kind of big into a lot of stuff like that at that time. I don't know why I never read those books. Slammed, next stream, I will look at a couple things off stream and see if maybe I can find anything, because there's got to be a solution for that. I mean, there is a possibility that your Wi-Fi adapter is just broken and it sucks, but like, there's got to be something. There's got to be something else you can do. You might try turning on airplane mode on your Switch too, and then turning it off and just seeing maybe if that changes anything for you, just forcing all of your wireless stuff to turn off and then turn back on. It's got to be just something stupid, right? Oh, I thought that was shiny for a second. I was about to... Like, I looked at it and it looked a little pink for some reason. And now we gotta kill it because it made me almost get excited that it was shiny. Almost. Get it out of here. Since I had extra money, I bought me a pass for bank. Very nice. Yeah, no, I think it's worth it, Pokefan. Even now, like, you'll make sure you get to transfer up all of your Pokemon. How much was it, Pokefan? It's not even $10, right? Was that? Okay, we still got eggs. I thought I was crazy for a second. Where do I get the adapter for the wired connection? I just got mine on Amazon. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Yeah, I got mine on Amazon for like maybe $10, you know, Prime shipping and everything, so I didn't have to pay anything more than that. But yeah, it's just a USB Ethernet adapter for the Switch dock. You just plug it into one of the USB ports on the dock. And yeah. And that will for sure work for you if your wireless isn't working, like, because that's a completely separate network adapter. So that should work. Funniest thing, I fixed my Switch and the day later the Wi-Fi stopped working. What did you have to do to fix your Switch, by the way? It could be related to that, Slammed, if you were taking it apart and doing something. Sometimes those cables for those, like it's like a snap fitting on the cables for the wireless adapters, and it could have just been loose or got jostled or something like that. So it could be related to that if you had to take it apart and mess around with it. $5 plus tax. Yeah, that's not bad, Pokefan. It's definitely worth it. You can transfer your stuff and not have to worry about it. Was finally able to buy a capture card today. Very nice. Yeah, that's awesome, Juice. What kind of capture card did you get? I had to turn my Switch off and on. the tech steps number one. I do network, like IT stuff for a living. So that is, that's my first thing I tell people. Turn it off and on again. Hit them with the classic solution. Elgato HD60. Nice. Yeah, that's what I use as well. I use an internal version of that. I'm assuming you got like a USB one, Juice, one that just plugs into your computer. I'm actually, so just so you guys know, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think on this, but I'm thinking about getting a second capture card and a second Switch, actually, to do some, like, side-by-side shiny hunting on Switch. I was kind of thinking about maybe in Legends having my space-time distortions going, just in a little, like, window up here, just little next to the main gameplay of what I'm actually doing. And then if we get a distortion, we can cut over, and it doesn't have to be like a big slow drag of a stream just going for distortions, you know? We can kind of kill two birds with one stone on it. But that means I have to get a second capture card. I have to get a second Switch. So it's a little bit of a commitment, but I think it would be kind of cool to have two running at once. Because I know a lot of people do shiny hunting with, like, emulators with 4 instances of it running. Some people even do it with real consoles with 4 of them just on their desk, which is crazy to me. If that doesn't work, kick it 3 times, then reboot. Yes, that is the next solution. I honestly feel stupid because I thought my Switch was broken. It's crazy that it just needed a reboot like that, though, too. I've never had my Switch get into such a weird state that I had to turn it off and on like that before. Does Colossal have Flame Body? He has Steam Engine, which is the same thing, Nathaniel. It does the same thing for eggs. Oh, that's going to cost a good bit of moolah, but it would be worth it. Yeah, the nice thing is I have been getting some nice super chats and some nice tips and stuff on stream, which is great, because that all just goes right back into the stream. Like, this is all just a hobby for me anyways, right? So any money I get out of this has just been nice for updating things on the stream and making things prettier. But I have a pretty good day job too, so like I'm not hurting for money or anything either. So it's just nice that I can throw it all at the fun stuff like Pokemon and streams and stuff. We'll get to a point where we just have 8 Switches stacked on top of each other here. We'll have all these capture cards. We'll have this monster server that everything's just going through. We'll get there. After I get a job when I turn 15, I'm going to buy a PC. Yeah, it's definitely cool. If you, something that might be fun, Ace, is you can get a PC for cheaper if you put it together yourself. That's a nice skill to have, too. You can get a cool job out of that. I'm doing good, Daniel. Sorry, I was reading another name. I'm doing good, Daniel. Welcome in. Now the stupid Wi-Fi breaks on me and I can't even reset the router. You can't reset the router. Is the rest of your internet's working in your house, right? It's just not just... or it's only your Switch, right? Tanjiro hooked you up with the Crime Syndicate. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just got the Dracovish. I love his cry. What is his cry? I don't know that I've ever really listened to it. It's only the Switch. All my other consoles work. That's super weird. And what happens? It just doesn't even connect at all? Slammed? It gives you an error when it like tries to connect, or is it something else? Exercising your right to repair with a desktop computer will be cheaper to start off with, and cheaper in the long run. That's a fact. I'm gonna ask my friend to help me build it since he built his. Yeah, for sure, Ace. It's nice to be able to do maintenance on your own stuff too. Like knowing where parts are, being able to replace them yourself. Like Magical said, you end up saving yourself a lot of money and time with other people, like working on your computer, and you're in a queue of computers now, you know, because I used to work at a computer repair shop. That was one of my first jobs. And, you know, we have like 20 PCs on the rack that need to have stuff done to them, and you go to the back of the line. That's just how it goes. So knowing where all your components are and how to like troubleshoot them and mess around with them is definitely a good thing to figure out, for sure. Gives me an air code. Yeah, I don't know what that air code is off the top of my head. Whoa. It literally sounds like a dinosaur. Very nice. Might have the same problem with my Switch. It won't connect to our Wi-Fi, and I've tried everything. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, I guess I gotta kill this thing because it has Shadow Tag. Miku, has your Switch ever been able to connect to your Wi-Fi? Because I've heard of issues before with certain like wireless standards, like with the 5 gigahertz stuff. If you're set to only run at 5 gigahertz, I think the Switch can't do 5 gigahertz. I think it can only do 2.4, but I might be wrong on that. But that would cause issues like that where it airs out when it's trying to connect. If you're trying to connect to 5 gigahertz, if you have a second band for 2.4 gigahertz, which is usually like said on your connection, it'll say 2.4 or 5. Try connecting to the 2.4. I know it sounds like it's slower, it's not going to work, but the slower has better range and more stability and stuff too. This is my tech. This is my tech lifestyle coming in here, so you're getting some free tech support right now too. This stream's just got something for everybody. Definitely tried to do that, but I took some ribbons apart on my Joy-Con one time and couldn't get them back in. Yeah, the Joy-Cons are a little sketchier to take apart. Anything that's really small and has those like clipped-in ribbon cables are a little bit scarier to mess around with. Rev, what's going on? Welcome in. stock sound effect is also used in Banjo-Tooie? What the heck? Okay, hold on. We gotta listen to Drakovish's cry after this for sure. Take it to Walmart and it will connect there. Interesting. It's connected to the Wi-Fi because I was trading with you and Mitski, and the other day it just disconnected. Very weird. Now at 4,558 resets. You're going for Virizion, right, Rev? Thinking about doing some shopping in Plaza Japan. Not sure if I want to get the Paldea starters or some Hisui Pokemon. Honestly, I don't know. The Hisui Pokemon are cooler, I think. That's what I would go for if it was me. Even though I really like Fuecoco. Yeah, the Hisui Pokemon just are really cool. The Wi-Fi on Switch is horrendous. Yeah, I mean, that's why the wired connection, if you have the capability to use that, I'd try to get one of those adapters. You can probably get around these issues, even though the Wi-Fi is like a nice thing not to have to be plugged in all the time. This might get you around it so you can at least do some of these trades and stuff that you want to do. Talking about tech stuff, my mom woke up in the middle of the night and had a solid orange screen and the Switch wouldn't turn off. What should she do? It should turn off if you hold the power button down for like 30 seconds or something. Like, it should have a hard power down like thing that can happen with it. But if that doesn't work, you can also unplug the battery from it. There's like 6 or 8 screws. It's not that hard to get to them, but it is a little sketchy for some people. It's easy to get the back plate off of it. There's like I said, I think 6 or 8 screws, and you can pull the back plate off, and the battery is just a big rectangular thing in there that just has a little cable that you can unplug. All the console will power off, hard power off when you do that. You can hold the power button down for a few seconds and it'll drain all of the power out of everything. And then you plug the battery back in, screw it all back together, and then try turning it on, see if the orange screen stuff is there. But that could be something with like an inverter for the screen or something too. Like, it could just be that the screen burnt out and it's stuck on that like yellow now, but I would try that. That's probably the only thing you can do if you can't just power it down by holding the power for like... It's a long time for the hard resets. I think it's like a full 15 seconds or 30 seconds or something, so... What happened to the last hunt? I have just taken a break on the last hunt, Rev. I will be going back into Glimwood. I just realized that I needed an Alolan Vulpix, and I felt like hatching some eggs on stream. And if you see up there at the top right, we got a Drifloon and an Alolan Vulpix already. I just need one more because I'm doing a living dex, so I need the Alolan Ninetales as well. So we might be going to Glimwood on the next stream. Okay, we got it to stop, and we were confused why it happened. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure why it went into that state. I've never heard of, like, the orange screen situation. Have you ever gotten any of the Pokemon Funkos? Calm, random question. Honestly, I don't really collect Funkos. I collect a lot of other Pokemon merch and figures and stuff, but Funkos are something I never really got into a whole lot, I guess. I guess the, like, style of them or whatever never super appealed to me, and even though I like the Pokemon ones and stuff, it's just something that, I don't know, since I never picked up any of the others, I didn't really care to get the Pokemon stuff, if that makes sense. Nintendo just can't make solid consoles. I don't, you know, at the end of the day, Slammed, I think that Nintendo consoles are some of the most reliable consoles for me. I've never had one fail, but I've definitely had a PlayStation console and an Xbox console fail on me. I've never had a Nintendo one die on me, but that's because they use older, like, tech. They're behind by a generation, but they really understand the generation of hardware, so it's not like overheating and having problems like that. Hold on, where are we at? Sorry, I'm late. I was swimming. Stormy, that is all good. I'm glad you were having a good time. Do you like Kingdom Hearts? Okay, I like the idea of Kingdom Hearts, Ace. I have no idea what's going on with that story. I never had a PlayStation when I was growing up, so I played the first Kingdom Hearts a bit at my friend's house, but I never even beat that. And then the stories just went absolutely off the rails, and I tried to watch a video to understand what is going on in that whole series. It is a nightmare. I'm kind of glad I didn't get into it, because I would have been if I had like a PS2. But it is just a very complicated story of a game, even though it's like I like all of the elements of it, you know? Free tech support. Yeah. That's how it be sometimes. She has an OLED, and I think she left it on too long, but we can't find any info about it. Yeah, the thing is like with the OLEDs, it won't get like just stuck on an orange screen unless you like left it on an orange screen for a super long time, because what can happen on the OLEDs is burn-in, and you'll see like HUD elements and stuff stuck on the screen basically. Do I have eggs? All right. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I have a chronic Funko addiction. Yeah, I know a lot of people are super down with it. You reminded me, so I went on vacation and was at the outdoor mall with a weird low-key nerd shops, and they had a shiny Evolution fig pins. What? They had, like, big pins? Because I have a shiny Evolution... or a shiny Eevee pin that was in like a box set, like a TCG box set. And that was pretty cool, but they had the rest of the Evolution shiny as well. That's pretty cool. Do I like the Zelda games? I love the Zelda games, Rev. I really like... There aren't many of them that I haven't played, but yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild is amazing. I really liked Skyward Sword, even though people hated on that game a lot. I haven't played all the way through Wind Waker, actually. I played pretty far into it, but I never played all the way through it. But, yeah, I really like the Zelda games. I read the manga for it. Oh, there's a manga for Kingdom Hearts? That might be a good way for me to figure out what the heck's going on in that crazy, crazy series. Gotta play some Fortnite tonight. Interesting. There's a mission to destroy buildings with the Kamehameha Wave. I know a lot of people are going to be playing Fortnite because of that, the Dragon Ball Z thing that's going on. I saw a bunch of people posting about that. Meanwhile, with Pokemon Story, bad guy wants to use Pokemon to destroy thing, go stop bad guy. Yeah, you know, if you're playing Pokemon for the story, you're kind of doing it wrong. I don't know that they'll ever have a real gripping story because they need it to appeal to kids who don't really understand, like, deep story elements yet, you know? But I don't fault them for that. As long as the gameplay is good and there's, you know, that's enough for me. 300 Beldum's Hatch, getting up there. Use the bare minimum of Disney they could, because they probably could only use Sword. I mean, honestly, Nathaniel, yeah, you gotta pay the mouse a lot of money for those Disney elements. They had like Espeon and Flareon. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Where the heck are those from? Orange screen Nintendo Switch often occurs due to poor internet connection. Huh. There you go. Rev's doing the free tech support now. Very nice. You know, a cheap wireless adapter where I can find one cheap for the Switch, that's not something that you're really going to be able to replace, to be honest with you, Miku. I don't even know if it's an external thing that you can swap. I think that might be soldered onto the board for the Switch, now that I think about it. But yeah, it's not something that would be user replaceable for most people, if it even is. You might have to do... I don't know, you might have to do hardwired connections if it actually is the damaged wireless module on that thing. They always make the crossover items way too powerful. Gen 5 exists. I haven't played Gen 5, so I guess you're... I have heard that the story in Gen 5 is kind of interesting, actually, so I should just play through those games so I can quit being a a sap and not having the full spread of the Pokemon games. Because the only time I did barely start to play through Black 2, it was a randomizer and it was a mess. So I should just play through it the good old-fashioned way. And get the story and get what's going on. Hisuian, Decidueye, and Samurott are $83. Yeah, that is something. They're going to be like bigger plushies kind of, right? So they're going to take up a bunch of box space. Is that shipped as well? Pokefan? Can I get the adapter from GameStop? A wired Switch network adapter. I don't know. You could probably get a USB adapter, because all it is a USB Ethernet adapter is what you're looking for. I don't know if all of them work on the Switch, though, but you could probably get that at like a Best Buy. I don't know if GameStop would have it, but like a Best Buy, I don't know if Walmart even would. It'd have to be more of like an electronics-y kind of shop like Best Buy. Mystery Dungeon games have actual thought-out stories that are pretty deep. You know, I never played those because I kind of don't like strategy RPGs, but I feel like I would probably like those games. I should give those a try at some point, too. I've thought about maybe the Switch version of it, the like Super Mystery Dungeon or whatever it is. Good sense of humor. But it's technically officially published. Oh, officially published fan fiction. I read the last word and I was like, oh. Interesting. Well, honestly, with the way the writers are with Kingdom Hearts, maybe the fan fiction can make a little more sense than what they're coming up with. That's just the subtotal. Yeah, Pokefan, that's gonna be a chunk. Because the shipping is definitely going to add at least another $30 onto that. Gonna go to sleep. All right, Nathaniel, we'll see you around on the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Check it out right now. Yeah, let me know, Slammed. And I don't know if they have a list of like supported Ethernet adapters or whatever, but if you get it from Best Buy and it doesn't work, you can just return it too. Like, that's the nice thing about the big box stores is you can just take it back. Don't really have any issues. I see you lurking there, Nat. I see you. Have you heard of the Zelda game Spirit Tracks? I have heard about it, and I have never played that game. I never played Zelda Choo Choo Train before, and there were like 2 of them, right? Was there more than 2, now that I think about it? There was at least 2 of them. But yeah, I didn't really know what that game was all about. Question, any chance you'd at least play an OST from Mystery Dungeon if I recommended one? Music is amazing. I definitely wouldn't mind like listening to it. I wouldn't play it on stream because you know, copyright shenanigans, but I definitely wouldn't mind hearing some of that if you have like a couple names for them. Are you in my Discord, by the way, Rev? Or not? Because like I don't mind if you send them either for me to find them there, but if you send me a name, I can get them and check them out after the fact too. But even if you're just saying that the oh, if you do exclamation Discord, or it's in the description too. But yeah, you can shoot them to me just in general and at me or something in there, and I'll check them out. I wouldn't mind hearing that because I've never actually like seen a whole lot about the Mystery Dungeon games. Besides, like they have really cool looking towns and I don't know, they seem interesting. I just knew that I didn't really like strategy RPGs, so I just never really bothered with them. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I should try them out. The Switch one's super accessible, like it's easy for me to play that, you know? Spirit Tracks is the only Zelda game I've played. Weird. That's a weirdo only Zelda game to have played, actually. That is not one that I would assume is most people's like first and only Zelda game. Spirit Tracks was a good game. What is it still like puzzly and adventure-y like regular Zelda games, or is it something like totally different? What is it about? Like, what's the whole dealio? And Rev, just so you know, when you send those, I will check them out probably after stream, just because I usually have Discord closed up while I'm streaming. But I hear my phone vibrating right now. I'm assuming that's what that is. But yeah, I'll check it out. Like, I'm always down to add some like songs to my like work time playlists. You know, I have a lot of video game music just set aside for when I need background noise and stuff. So I'm definitely down to get some more cool Pokemon music on there. I only remember the opening cutscene with Zelda flying around the train. Well, that doesn't tell me. Well, you know, I'm not sure how much I can rate the game based on that, but yeah. It's like a top-down 2D Zelda, but it controls with the DS touchscreen. Interesting. And it's just on the train? Like it's Infinity Train, Train of Doom Adventure Time episode thing, and you're just adventuring through the train cars or something, or what? Yeah, that's awesome, Rev. I actually haven't heard like much about the games. I know a lot of people like them, but I haven't really heard anything specifically about the soundtrack before. All you need to know is Zelda and train. I mean, for some people, I think that probably was enough. And it had the Toon Link like art style, which I know a lot of people are down with. It's kind of a love-hate thing with that. I personally, when I was younger, I was so mad when Wind Waker came out, but now as an adult, like, I love the art style of it. I really like the artsy stuff when they take a different direction or have a really stylized look now, but back then, I had just came off of playing all of the N64 Zelda games, and Link was like my hero. And then they have this little cartoon character looking kid. I was expecting like the new craziest Ocarina of Time. I was basically expecting Twilight Princess, you know, but that game didn't come out until I was in high school, so yeah, that was something. I really was a hater for it back when I was a kid, and I didn't have good taste. I didn't know any better yet. Have you tried Colosseum? Would be cool to stream if you haven't. You know, Rev, you're not the first person to ask me about that. I have not played any of the GameCube Pokemon games, and I know Worms specifically would really like to see some Colosseum as well. But I have had more than one person ask about that. It's something that I am considering playing for sure. And I wouldn't mind doing XD. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I know that Colosseum has... I don't know why I didn't play it when I was a kid, because I liked Pokemon, I had a GameCube, and the main character in that game is so cool, or like was so cool back then. He's still pretty cool. He's got a trench coat and motorcycle and whatever, but like, you know, he was just super, super cool. Way different than like a normal Pokemon protagonist, right? But yeah, I'd be down to play those games. I've been thinking about it. Zelda from Spirit Tracks is a character in Hyrule Warriors, and she's really fun. Oh, like a DLC one. I think I saw that. Man, Hyrule Warriors is really cool, actually. And if we're talking about games with banger soundtracks, Hyrule Warriors, like all the like kind of pumped up versions of all the Zelda songs and stuff, the Skyloft theme, Hyrule Warriors, I'm telling you. And it's like just dumb fun. My wife and I played that quite a bit. She likes just kind of killing a bunch of things. Doesn't want to have to deal with RPG stuff and everything else, so she just kind of picks a character and goes in. Felt like I'm about to explode. I ate way too much. Get well soon slammed. XD is the sequel to Colosseum, and the game's amazing. Definitely a whole new Pokemon experience. The only thing about XD is, God, is that main character ugly. All of the characters in those 3D games look pretty weird. Like in Colosseum, I think they look cooler. Even though the bad guys are all lunatics with like afros and curly mustaches and stuff. But like XD, they look real strange. I'm not sure like what's super different about it, but they look a lot more cartoony and lanky, I think is like how I'm envisioning all of this. And it's been a little while since I've looked at XD, but I remembered looking at that and being like, oh, this is weird. I'm gonna send you the Infinity Train trailers for all 4 seasons. Gotcha. Yeah, I can watch after stream on that too. If you want a good soundtrack, Hades. See, here's the only thing with Hades for me. That game has an amazing style. It's a roguelike, which I really like. It looks like I would love that game, but they sold out to Epic, and I just don't love that. I don't like the people that, like, took the money from Epic to have it only on the Epic store, because, like, I've played games on PC for so long, and Steam is, like, the definitive place where I want all of my games. That's where everything I have is at. And then when these companies don't put it on there, it's just like, ugh, God, I'm not gonna, like, I don't want another launcher on my computer, you know? So I just don't do it. So that's why Hades kind of lost me on it. I'll check out the soundtrack, though. Like, that game looks so cool. I wanted to play that game. Like, I was ready for that game, and then they said it wasn't coming out on Steam, and I was like, oh, well, whatever. I guess I won't. And now I'm burned out on it. I'm new to Zelda, picked up Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Breath of the Wild. Should I get Minish Cap and Phantom Hourglass along with Wind Waker and Twilight? Okay, Phantom Hourglass is the only one I haven't played. What I will say, Minish Cap is amazing and super slept on. I really, really liked that game. But it's a portable Zelda, so it's kind of a different gameplay than most of those that you have listed there. It's very different than all the rest of those. The portable, like, kind of more 2D Zelda games are just a different kind of deal, but it has so much... this is kind of cliche. It has so much soul, though. Like, the sprites are so good and so clean and nice looking and colorful. And the soundtrack's really nice. Like, it is super, super cool. So I highly recommend Minish Cap. It's like a cult classic Zelda. That's one of the ones that people don't talk about enough. Minish Cap is very good. Let me see. Probably talking about Mirror B and Gonzap. Are these characters in XD? Do you think people will buy Link's Awakening for $40? They buy it for $60, don't they? They buy the remade version of it. Is Biogenic trustworthy because they have an adapter for $10 at GameStop? Try it. I don't know, like, brand-wise, I don't think you're gonna find any real name brands that you're gonna super recognize. I'd just give it a shot for $10. It's not much of a risk. Twilight, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Minish Cap, in that order. Wow. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Rev? I'm telling you. Minish Cap is super good. What do you mean I have it on the Switch? Minish Cap is so short. It's Game Boy Advance game. Like, I don't know. It's not like Pokemon where it has a bunch of replayability. All of the portable Zelda games were always pretty short. You know, once you figured out the puzzles and stuff, there was almost like a weird, you got stumped and you had to walk around a lot, and that's what added time to it. But yeah, I mean, the portable Zelda games never really had a bunch of length to it until they started becoming fully fledged real Zelda games, which I feel like, oh, that's maybe not fair, but like the Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and like GBA Zelda games just weren't the same kind of thing, you know? The portable ones didn't have the same kind of length as the others. I sent the trailers in season order. Gotcha, Pokefan. Yeah, I'll check it out. Oh, God. Never thought I would find a streamer who can help with electronics and an entertaining stream. I guess that's what I'm here for. Fun fact, nothing from the Oracle games or Minish Cap is in Hyrule Warriors because those games were made by Capcom. Yeah. That's why I really liked those games. I wasn't thinking about those, but Oracle of Seasons and Ages, I really liked those games too. And that's, I think, why I liked them and why they had so much style, because Capcom made them. That's why they had the really nice sprites. Capcom did it. Thoughts on Spider-Man PC? PC. What is PC? Random Egg, welcome in again. You should change your channel name to Calm's Tech Tips. No, we're getting there, right? Good old Calm Tech Tips. I will say that I haven't... Oh, they ported Spider-Man PlayStation to PC, like the old janky one? Or the new Spider-Man game, like them remaking games and just calling it Spider-Man again is some real crap, by the way. Like, that's just total shenanigans. Yeah, that's not cool when they do that. I haven't ever played that game before, to be honest. I've heard it's good. I personally just do not care about superhero stuff, so I don't bother with any of that, but if you're down with it, that seems like a good game overall. Like, I feel like even I could play through that, even though I don't care about superhero stuff. But, yeah, I just don't bother. Shiny Toxel, very nice. That's a super cool shiny. It's amazing your first playthrough. I have it platinum as well. Yeah, Slammed has really gone through that game. Slammed is the one to ask. But yeah, I haven't played... This is going to show my age a little bit. I think that the last superhero video game I played was the Hulk Ultimate Destruction on GameCube, which was just basically like Grand Theft Auto as the Hulk, where you just like destroy cars and run through a city and just like stomping buildings and stuff. It was super fun, but even that, I didn't buy myself. A friend was just like, play this game, you know? It's like, okay, I'll try it out. And I had a really good time with it, but yeah, I just would have never picked it up just on my own, you know? Yeah, first superhero game. That's honestly a really good first superhero game. That game was a lot of fun. Hulk role-playing as Gojira, yeah, a little bit. You're saving the town, but you're just demolishing. Like, you take cars and you put them on your fist and you punch monsters with them. The whole time, you can just like pick people up for no reason and just throw them. You're supposed to be like this hero guy, but you can totally not be if you want to, which is what's fun about that game. You just throw people, you go up to the highest building and you take the person and you throw them off, you know. As you do. You put cars on your feet like skates and stuff. There's all kinds of funny stuff to do. Anyone here play the Bakugan game? You know, I've never actually... Bakugan was a little bit out of my time for like the actual show and stuff like that. I was already kind of set in my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Shenanigans personally. What is Bakugan all about? Those are like the little ball things that transform into like a little robot kind of thing, or like monster thing, right? I've never personally like seen or done anything with those. I was out of the target age group at that point. Had all three growing up. Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure how many people were in on the Bakugan thing, because that definitely wasn't around as long as some of the other ones, right? Have you ever played Sonic Generations before, or any of the Sonic games? I played a little bit of Sonic Generations. I never owned it. That game was alright. What I will say is I never had a Sega growing up, so I never played any of the old 2D Sonic games, although I really wanted to play those when I was a kid. my first console I ever bought with my own money was a Sega Dreamcast. And I bought it because Sonic Adventure 2 had the most insane graphics of anything I'd ever seen at the time on the Dreamcast, and it blew my mind. And it had this like rock and roll like soundtrack that was super cool. And I was all about the Sonic Adventure games and like the Chow Garden and all of that stuff in Sonic Adventure. And then Sonic got kind of bad after the Dreamcast again for a bit. And they seem to like kind of make a good game every now and then with him these days. But yeah, that's basically all of the Sonic Adventure, or all of the Sonic games I played is Adventure. Did you ever play any FPS games like Go, CSGO, or COD or anything like that? When I was in high school, played a lot of Halo 1, 2, and 3. And I also played a lot of... I played Counter-Strike 1.6 and Source for a long time on PC. And then a lot of... It was mostly PC for FPS for me after Halo. So after Counter-Strike, I played a lot of TF2, like a lot of TF2. And then more recently, I played a lot of Overwatch. The wife still plays a lot of Overwatch. She's really into it. So, yeah, we played Overwatch a bit. That kind of took over TF2 for us when that game came out. I recently did a playthrough of Sonic Adventure 1 because I never played it, and it's actually surprisingly fun. It is, Juice. It's super fun. And Sonic Adventure 2 is really good too, but there are a lot of like, you want to play the Sonic and Shadow levels, and then you get like a Knuckles or a Tails level, and it's like, oh god, just give me the next Sonic level. Like, I don't want all this crap in between, but they all have really good music. Like, overall, it has really cool music, and one thing that you should check is the Chow Garden, because that minigame has just like... I spent so many hours in that minigame raising those chows and doing all that stuff. It's a fun deal. Halo 3 is the superior Halo. I really liked Halo 3. That's the one I played the most. Sonic Frontiers looks sketchy to me. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get excited for any Sonic game if you are a Sonic fan these days, I think. You know? Overwatch is terrible. The comm is so annoying. I really hope it changes in Overwatch 2. The comm. The community. Well, I'll tell you right now, the community is definitely not going to change, unfortunately. But, yeah, that's just kind of what made me stop playing Overwatch a bit as well. It's just, like, really toxic and annoying and stuff. It's not even like back in the TF2 and Counter-Strike days, people would talk smack, but it would just be like nonsense, you know, which is hilarious because they'll attack anybody and everybody, and they'll say the most ridiculous stuff. But it wasn't as like in TF2 and in Counter-Strike, it was less. Like, it was still a team-played game, but there were, like, 32 people in a server, you know? So it wasn't like, oh, our healer sucks, and we're losing because of this healer. It was like, you sucked, but so did 6 other people on the server, and you're all just at the bottom. Like, it doesn't matter, you know? It's easy to blend into the crowd in those games with the bigger community, or bigger teams, right? Which I think is the differentiator there. Sid, what's going on? Welcome in. I never mained anybody in Overwatch, to be honest. I always picked who the team needed. I played a lot of tanks because of that, though, because a lot of people didn't play tanks. So I played a lot of Reinhardt. I played a lot of Roadhog, which Worms gets really mad about. And, what else? I played a little bit of the newer stuff with the wife a while ago, and I played some of the weirdo bare feet guy. What's his name? He's like an evil guy. Sigma. I played some of him. He's pretty cool too. I just did a lot of tanks. But I liked playing DPS. I was good with McCree too, and I liked doing DPS characters, but I never... If I picked DPS, nobody else was going to go tank, so I kind of had to go tank. Which is another thing with Overwatch, right? Where, like, you kind of have to pick certain characters, which isn't as fun. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the thing, where when it's such a smaller, tightly knit team, it's hard to pick whatever you want to play, which is a little bit less fun just overall. Like, sometimes you just want to play some Genji, and you know that everybody's just going to be like, oh, this Genji, or this Widow, or this Hanzo. Calm didn't pick Mercy. He's throwing... I always had my wife. She was the Mercy main. She always picked the Mercy or the Moira. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it goes. What do you think of McCree changing to Cassidy? I think it's stupid. Like, that guy obviously really was not a cool guy and whatever, but... Like, going backwards and changing video game characters' names over something that's, like, just... It just makes no sense to me. Like, I don't know who that's helping, what that's doing, right? But... Whatever, they did it, and it's Cassidy now. Nobody calls him Cassidy. They all just call him McCree anyways. It kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But, I don't know. When me and my friends play Overwatch, it was the job of the person with the best latency to pick Widow, so our Phil randos couldn't pick her. Yes. Lock in so nobody else gets the Widow, of course. Supports are definitely important, while techs are basically a mix of DPS dealers and support. What are we talking about? Oh, masters, gotcha. I was like, what are techs? I love Skyrim. You know, I played through Skyrim once, and I never actually went back to it, even though I love the idea of, like, Skyrim horse shenanigans. Basically, when I played Skyrim, I was just... it was like Cave Explorer. I would never actually make progress in that game, because I would just be walking to the next town. Spoiler, I didn't know there was fast travel in that game until, like, 75% of the way into that game. So I just walked everywhere. And guess what I did when I walked everywhere? I went into every cave, every, like, camp. I went everywhere in that game because I didn't fast travel. And then I found it out one day. I accidentally, like, clicked on something on the map, and it was like, do you want to fast travel to Whiterun? And I was like, do I want to what? It was a realization. I was like, I am an idiot. I had no idea. The whole game, I spent so many hours just like horsing around between towns. But you know what? I enjoyed the game a lot anyways. Like, I was exploring a lot. I feel like a lot of people miss a lot of things because they just fast travel, you know? So I don't know. I feel like I got the full experience of that game. It was a long experience, but a full experience. I hate going against Hog so much. The thing about Roadhog, and I've had long, heated discussions about this with one of my mods, is to deal with Roadhog, your team has to deal with Roadhog. Like, Roadhog can't do any... Like, he could initially just, like, execute somebody if he wanted to, you know? Like, he'd get you and he'd kill you with his shotgun, whatever. But after they changed his damage and stuff, he could pull you and his entire team could kill you, but, like, if your team was coordinating and stuff, they could just destroy this Roadhog if he popped out when he throws his hook, because he can't heal and stuff, so... But nobody's coordinating in Overwatch. That's the thing. So that's why Roadhog does so well, because he just demolishes people, because everybody else is going around doing their own thing, so you just get blasted by this Roadhog. Because of Ocarina of Time, you have to trick me with pretty songs to get me to fast travel. That's the way. If you have to play a nice little jingle for some fast traveling, I'm going to do it. Elden Ring 2. I loved Elden Ring. That game is a masterpiece. An absolute masterpiece. I really enjoyed that game. Same thing happened to me with Legends. Yep. 90% of the Overwatch community hates me because I'm a hog main. Yeah. I do like Roadhog. That's probably my most played character in that game. So, me too, Juice. I really want to play Elden Ring, but I haven't been playing my PlayStation. It's really good. It will be a lot of time, though. If you like adventuring around and stuff, there is so much to do in that game. It's just so good. I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to live up to the hype on it, and I thought it was just going to be this kind of empty world, and it wasn't going to live up to the Dark Souls name. Like, I was really hoping it would. But I was like, there's no way it can be this big and good, right? But it just kept... The thing about Elden Ring was, like, I would get to a new area, and I'm like, okay, I'm in the last area now. And then you walk a little further into that area, and the map expands, and you see a new entire zone, and you're just like, oh my god, the map just keeps expanding. And then you find, like, a different... I won't spoil anything if anybody else is going to play it, but it just... Then you find another map, and another one, and... It just kept going, and I was blown away every time. I'm like, this has to be it, right? This has to be the last area in this game. Nope. Then you get teleported, and then you go somewhere else, and you realize it, like, you teleport across, so far across the map, and you get all of the map spots in between it. Oh, God, that game was so good. It was such a fun first playthrough, too. Like, I know I'd have a good time doing a second playthrough on it, but the first playthrough was just like... It's blowing your mind the whole time. I played Demon Souls and loved it. Is it similar besides the open world? Honestly, it's better than Demon Souls. Demon Souls is a harder game, I think, for sure, but Elden Ring is just so polished. It has so much exploration in it. It has the same RPG elements that Demon Souls had. It's just so much more polished and finished. I think you'd really like Elden Ring. If you like Demon Souls, it's super good. Was watching Rad Brad play it. Looks so good. It is very good, Slam. I cannot recommend that game enough. If you like action RPG stuff, and especially if you're a fan of the Souls games, you cannot go wrong on that game. It is worth your $60 and even more, honestly. Might be unpopular, but Elden Ring is better. Wait, I can't tell how because of how this is spaced. You're saying Elden Ring better than Skyrim? I definitely agree with you, Rev, if that's how you have it positioned. It did a line break on my screen, so I'm not sure. I think riding your bike back and forth across the bridge is better and faster than going in that circle. It is, Steven, but if you see that Drifloon up at the top left... We're getting brilliant shiny checks, too, and we got lucky on one already. I get shiny Pokemon from these brilliant spawns all the time. They have a really boosted shiny odd chance, and I have a bunch of KOs on these, so we have almost a Masuda Method level of shiny odds on all of the brilliant spawns, too. I'll bribe my grandma to bring it to me. Yeah, the Canadian dollars definitely make it a bit. Yeah, Rev, I agree with you 100% on that. Skyrim was a big deal and whatever. It was like a big game at the time, but the gameplay is just... I feel like the gameplay is just secondary to the exploration. Like, Skyrim had a really big crafted world, and there was a lot of exploration to it, but the combat and stuff is just kind of like... It's okay, you know, it's like not amazing, but there's just so much more depth in Elden Ring and all the builds and weapons and lore and just, there's so much going on in Elden Ring. And I know they're like different generationally, so like whatever, if they ever release another game, which is kind of up in the air at this point, they've re-released Skyrim about 500 times at this point. If they ever release another game, I think that'll be the real comparison to Elden Ring. But here's the thing, Elden Ring came first, and they basically paved the way for any other game that's going to make like some big open world RPG. Like, they kind of made the gold standard now, so everybody kind of has a cheat sheet a little bit, right? So they'll have to blow me away as much as Elden Ring did, and even like a notch above for me to consider it as like a better game overall, you know? Play Quick Play Classic now, yes. That's how we do it too. Whenever we play, we just mess around. My wife plays arcade. She plays mayhem mode all the time. I do not know how she does it. They're in like draws for like 10 minutes in that, where they're all alive and just using ults over and over again, but that's her main deal. Yeah, arcade is fun. That's definitely where we play basically all the time, and that whenever she cons me into playing it. Slammed. I guess that's a good spot to be in. Shiny Human, welcome in. We got the the 1 in 4,000 chance human. I'm shiny hunting for a shiny Jupiter. Are you Masuda methoding, or what are you doing, human? I just like making people angry. You know, that's a valid strategy as well in Overwatch and most games. Rev, Breath of the Wild, also a masterpiece. And another thing that I think Elden Ring was able to use as a springboard for what they're doing, right? Like, Breath of the Wild was the greatest open world game that I had ever played until I played Elden Ring. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is just really good. It has obviously a different vibe all around. I like the puzzle aspects of it and stuff too. I obviously really like Zelda, and I like the storytelling a lot in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a lot more upfront with its story overall, even though it's like a weird, it's all happened already kind of story. But, you know, Elden Ring, you can play through it, and if you don't, like, watch videos or anything on it, you could really have no idea who any of the bad guys were, why you killed them, where you were at, why you were there. You know what I mean? Like, Elden Ring and all the Souls games have always been like that, where the lore is, like, deeper in the game and you have to seek it out a little bit. I do like in Breath of the Wild that there was more of an upfront story that you were progressing through, and I really liked the story that was being told. So that's something that I think it has up on Elden Ring, just in that aspect. Now, I think that the story in Elden Ring is super cool, but it's a lot more cryptic, and that's just always how Dark Souls games have been, right? So, but Elden more too. One game I dislike that many do is Witcher 3. Really interesting. You know, originally, I didn't play through Witcher 3 because I thought it just looked like kind of a cheesy action RPG thing, but what I will say is The Witcher 3 has some of the greatest just like dialogue in any game. I mean, there's so much, and I really like Geralt and all of the characters and stuff in that. The combat and stuff in that game sucks. But I really enjoyed Witcher 3 too. I spent a lot of time on it. That's more of just a story game to me, though. It's like, again, kind of like Skyrim, where the gameplay is almost second to something else. In this case, it's like the story and the world and stuff. But I enjoyed the story and the world enough that I wanted to continue playing through it, even though the combat and stuff kind of sucked in Witcher 3. Like, that definitely is not the best part of that game. What is the egg method called? Masuda Method, if you're hatching with a different language Pokemon. If you're breeding with a Pokemon from, like, your language and a Japanese ditto, that's Masuda Method. The only shiny I've ever got is a Rookie D. That's a super good shiny, though, shiny. That's a good starting shiny. Any Soulsborne game is amazing. Yeah, no, I agree, Slam. They're very good. Zelda 1 and 2 want to sell strategy guides, so they're good if you have a walkthrough ready. Yeah. You remember they used to have a Nintendo hotline that they got you to call, and they billed you by the minute. That's, it was a different time before the inner tubes. Am I riding around with... Okay, I still have eggs. I thought I was riding around with, like, hatched things. The first Assassin's Creed on the 360 was an amazing game. Honestly, I loved the style of that game when it first came out. The combat in that game is horrendously bad, and that was kind of what made me not play through it. I've never played through any of them since the first one, because the first one was just like such a big deal when it came out. I also dislike Horizon. That game is so boring to me. I've never played Horizon, actually, so I don't have any... It looks interesting, though. Like, I feel like I would like that game, but I haven't played it, so I can't say. And I've never played any of the Red Dead games, either. That's another one that people tell me I should really play because of the games that I like, but the cowboy aesthetic doesn't really do it for me, and that's kind of what's always has kept me away from Grand Theft Horse. Like, I don't know. The cowboy vibe just never really got me going. I just realized that I can't get all the ribbons on Lugia because my Omega Ruby broke. Oh, yeah, that's no good. Just now finished dinner. Nat, what the heck? It's gotta be late for you, too. Yeah, the parkour stuff is cool juice. That's why I really liked the Prince of Persia games, because of all the parkour and all those shenanigans. If you want to get into Masters, now's the time because the anniversary stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be getting into another... Oh, wow. This is our last 5 eggs. Man, and we're actually like pretty close to end of stream, too. This kind of might work out perfect. I don't care for Cowboys myself, but Red Dead 2 is flawless. Interesting. Yeah, it sounds like you're kind of like same position as me, but you're still down with it. One of these days I gotta give it a shot. It's like on my list of things that I just have a hard time committing to. Cowboys are cool. Yes, indeed. I've spent many hours watching my friend run around and find all the cool X-Files stuff in Red Dead 2. What? You're winning me over, Magical. What X-Files stuff? Gonna get some like aliens and Sasquatch and stuff, and Subnautica helped get rid of... No, that I would not be able to play that game slammed. I've seen some of that. That's just like an underwater horror game that isn't really a horror game, but that would... I couldn't. I was watching trailers. I almost bought it on sale, and I was like, I will not be able to play this game. Calm, tell me why I didn't know you could breed Alolan Pokemon. I didn't know this until one of the last streams when I was talking with some people. You can put an Everstone on an Alolan or like a Kanto form if it has a Galarian form of it, and if you have the original form, if it has an Everstone, it'll breed into, you know, the form that it is that you're breeding with. So yeah, for Vulpix you get the Alolan. For like Zigzagoon you could get a regular Zigzagoon if you use that Linoon. Yeah, I didn't know it either, Nat, to be honest with you. Somebody in stream told me. I was like, oh, alright. Deal. One of my favorite games of all time is Sniper Elite 2. Juice, I will tell you right now that Worms is about to comment on that. I know Worms has played a lot of Sniper Elite as well. I'm gonna breed my beloved Meowths. Yes, Nat. You can get your Kanto Meowths finally. Most folks don't realize that Red Dead 2 is the 3rd game in the series. Is that... what? Is that a thing? What you talking about? Aliens, vampires, and giants. What? Alright, it's winning me over. You're getting me there, Magical. I could maybe get into that. Alolan Meowth. Oh god, okay. Well, Nat, we'll agree to disagree on that one. I'm glad you're getting the cat that you want. The Alolan Meowth is fine. The Persian, Red Dead 1, and then what? Is that a thing? Red Dead Revolver. Oh yes, I do remember that. I forgot about that. Yeah, Red Dead Revolver. Alright, well, we got 2 shinies today, which is pretty sweet overall. Let me get my party back. I think maybe I'm gonna go into Glimwood Tangle and do a few encounters to wrap up the stream. Everstone with the other region Pokemon. So, like, on Ditto, you just will have the Ditto, and then on the Pokemon like Alolan Vulpix, you'll have an Everstone on it, and it'll keep that Alolan form when it breeds, instead of just turning into a regular Vulpix, which it normally does. Berserker. Okay, so we're gonna do like 10 minutes of encounters in Glimwood Tangle. We were at 1400 when we ended this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust my counter right now to count up by 1. And we're gonna reset it, and we're just gonna pretend that we're at 1400, because that's where we ended our last stream at. We're just going to see if we get some luck. Doesn't really matter what our counts are at. We'll do a few. I have so many Everstones. Yeah, you just need the one. Throw it on whatever Pokemon and you can breed those. Yeah, I was super happy when I found out about that. I realized I was just a big idiot. I guess this is what we're going to do. I have a story I want to tell. It's so dumb I'm not sure if anyone's going to believe me. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Grim. This is the place. Black Ops 2 is the best Black Ops game ever, but they ruined the Black Ops series since. Yeah, they just keep pumping more and more out. I feel like it's hard to keep quality over a long period of time with that. I never personally played any Call of Duty games. How many nurseries are there in Sword and Shield? Just the 2. Yeah. There's the one on, I think it's Route 4 that we were on, and then the one in the wild area. It only works with breeding the Pokemon with Ditto, or can you use 2 of the same? That I'm not sure about, Nat. I'm not positive on that. Alright, hold on. We're gonna look at this thing too. I need 4 shiny Dupiters? Why? Why 4 Dupiters? Slammed has some opinions about Black Ops. For context, I leave my phone on the setting that doesn't let it turn off on its own. Yeah. Scrolling, fell asleep. As long as the regional foreign parent has an Everstone. Okay, so I think that it would depend. It would probably need to be on the female Pokemon if you only have one of that. So, like, the regional Pokemon would need to be the female, and it would need to have an Everstone, because the female is what determines the, like, species of the Pokemon that's being generated. So I think that's what you need to look for, Nat, but honestly, you should just go get a Ditto. Quit playing those games. You should have a Ditto anyways, just a regular Ditto. I think Pokemon peaked at Gen 5. I feel like a lot of people feel that way, Rev. I don't know, the 3DS games were amazing. They had so many cool shiny hunting methods. And I know that some people just want regular full odd stuff. I know that's kind of your cup of tea, Rev. But I do like having other ways to find shinies. And, you know, even Legends, like, I think it has its place. I just got this shiny Drifloon, and, like, even though I have a million of those in Legends, it doesn't devalue this Drifloon in this game for me, you know? I don't ever value traded shinies anyways, so to me it doesn't really make a difference. Alpha Sapphire is super good, I love that game. Gen 3 and modern niceties, all about it. D-Lo, what's going on? Welcome in. D-Lo, is it just the Glimwood Tangle? Because I've been lurking in a few of your streams, and I know you're hanging out in here too. Is it just when I go into this forest that you're that you're sneaking up in here? I think that might be it. Under me, I was clicking a bunch of things on OfferUp, and somehow I woke up and pressed so many things and bought a whole collection of Game Boy games. I've never actually paid for anything through OfferUp. Like, it's always a cash in person, kind of like Craigslist thing for me when I do that. I've never actually used the pay feature on there. But that's, yeah, that's no good. But Game Boy games are cool. Hopefully you didn't get too robbed on that. Something that hurts even more is that I have just got online for a year and my Switch now won't connect. Yeah, get that wired adapter. It should help you out. Hopefully that works. Because all Pokemon games, just let me say over 500. Yeah, no, refunding it is good. The Glimwood Tangle just calls me here. I get it. We literally just finished getting a couple shinies and hatching all of our eggs. And we had a few more minutes, so we're doing a few encounters here. I was in here for 1,400 encounters last time we were here, and we didn't get anything. And I don't know what your luck is like in here, D-Lo, but I will tell you, mine is not good. I've never found a shiny in this forest, and I don't know if I ever will. But we got 2 today outside of this forest, so can't complain. Juice and Slammed are having a real heated first-person shooter debate right now. So like 2 sealed Zelda games then, yeah, something like that. Honestly, all of the Pokemon games for 500 actually is probably pretty regular priced. Might be even a good deal. But the problem with Pokemon games is there's so many reproduction cartridges. You're probably just getting completely ripped off if you buy any of those now. It's so hard to tell on a lot of them. Lugia really was the best thing that happened this weekend. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you've grabbed 2 shinies in Heart Gold, Soul Silver at 1 in 8,000 odds so fast. Like, you're having better luck than a lot of people are in like these new games with double the shiny odds, basically, you know? How many for Vulpix? We got it at 137 eggs. I hatched 200 before that off stream, so it was like 337. So we were under odds. It was pretty good. We hatched another like 240 eggs and didn't get our second one, so I'll get more. I'll hatch more. Because I need one more for the old Live Index. Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Red, Blue, Yellow. I don't know if that's worth or not. And those are the ones that have a lot of reproduction cartridges, the GBA era stuff. Congrats. Yeah. Glimwood, don't do me nice. Well, I'm sorry to hear it, D-Lo, but I'm glad that it isn't just me. Misery loves company, I guess. Gotta redeem myself soon. That's how I'm feeling, D-Lo, but I don't know that I'm ever getting the redemption personally. Have you ever played Titanfall 2? I have not. I've never played any Call of Duty, Titanfall, like Battlefield. I've never played any of those games. I was never super into like shooters and stuff like that after like Halo, you know? And even that, it was just up to a certain point in Halo. Still, yeah. No, yeah, I mean, that is a lot of dollars to spend on accident. I get it. Where are we at? We got like 5 more minutes on the stream. We'll do a few more encounters here. Yeah, I can't believe that you got the dollars to buy that right now. I'll tell you what, in high school I did not have $500 to spend on Pokemon games. I definitely did not have spending money like that, so you're better off than I was. You out of here, Pokefan? Alright, we're going to be ending in a few minutes too, so not a big deal. been working over the summer a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great that you're getting some money. I mean, that's definitely a good spot to be in, Grim. I have hopes you get it faster than me, man. Which one were you looking to get? Honestly, Phantump or Morgrim were like the two that I was really hoping for here. There's really good ones. The only thing is I'm just really not wanting Passimian or Shiinotic. Like, I really don't want either of those two. Any of the other things I'd be down with. Now I gotta go back for one more year starting tomorrow. Yep. Well, at least you're getting close. And then you can do your own thing, you know? Whether it's a little bit of college, a little bit of working, take a little break, you know? The world is your oyster, Grim. I'm gonna go and work on those Dragon Ball missions. Yeah, take it easy, Magical. I'm glad we had you in here for a little bit. Glad we could finally catch you. And hopefully we see you on the next one. So you mean I can shiny hunt all day? You can do that, but I will tell you, I wish I could just shiny hunt all day. But I have to work this stupid day job. Can't just shiny hunt all day. You know, it's sustainable as long as the internet is on and the power is on. But, yeah, you know, unfortunately. Maybe one of these days we'll be able to shiny hunt a little more frequently. But, yeah, for now, we're doing pretty good. Just need enough money to charge my DS, yeah. You know what? Get a solar panel. One of those, like, solar USB charging things. Get your DS thing plugged into that. You can make it happen. Go off the grid with the DS. Imagine having Wi-Fi. Yeah, it must be super cool, right, Slammed? Having the internet, being in the digital age. Blue, what's going on? Why my forehead look like this? Why my forehead look like this? I've got this over-the-head view that I think is just not... It's doing me a little dirty. I've had a lot of comments on the 5-head, so... I swear it isn't that big. Maybe I'm wrong. Shiinotic shiny, yeah. Praying you don't get Shiinotic. The yellow and brown's so bad. Yeah, Sinistea would be cool. Is that what you're hunting for, D-Lo? I've seen you in here a lot. I don't remember what your target was. Buying consoles and games from 20 years ago. I'm telling you, Grim, they hold up. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is good stuff. I'm gonna go at 6 a.m. I need to stop playing. I appreciate you hanging out, Juice. We're gonna end in a couple minutes anyway, so you're good. And hopefully we see you on the next one. I'll get this to 35 and then we're gonna raid, okay? We gotta find somebody. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is my all-time fave. It has amazing music. It's an amazing region with a second region just in it. And then the sprite work is amazing. There's just so much going on. It's so good. Yeah, I really like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I know that's the gold standard for like a lot of people. Can we raid Athena? Is she going right now? Yeah, I don't mind raiding Athena. Let me see what my list is. Let me see. Hold on, I got one more encounter. Let me do this. This is going to be our last one, and then we're going to raid. I think I'm going to raid SMK tonight, because I was chatting with him, and he's been helping me a lot. I think that's what we're going to do. Just because he's been hooking me up with a lot of info, and I like helping him out. He's been really cool to me, so I think that's where we're going. So here's the deal, guys. We are going to raid, but before we do that, bear with me here. I got to do my, like, end-of-stream deal. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, please do. Helps me out. Helps people find the VODs. With people going to school, it's actually been a little bit lighter in the streams. So, people finding the VODs is extra important right now. If you haven't subbed yet, you should do that. I do a lot of shiny hunting and Pokemon stuff on here, so if you like that, you'll have a good time. We have a Discord community in the description. We show off shinies and do all that. It's fun. We can chat outside of streams, which is nice. Just stay in contact. I also, in my description, I have my Twitter now, which I'm trying to be a little more active on, so I can post other things there. But yeah, if you have that, follow me there. Not a big deal, but... we got to 1,000 over the weekend. I'm going to say this for a few streams, but I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sticking around. I've been having a really fun time shiny hunting and hanging out with everybody. It really makes the process go that much quicker. So, I do appreciate you guys hanging around. I know it's hard to take a chance on a new and different streamer, so I appreciate you guys popping in, sticking around. So, we're going to raid. We are going to raid SMK, and that's going to be with the hashtag #CalmRaid. Maybe I should actually get his link, right? Maybe that would help. All right, so we're going to raid SMK with hashtag #CalmRaid. Please only post it once. Don't spam him or anything like that. Just post it once. Be respectful. Give him a like. You know, do all that. He does a lot of shiny hunting stuff too. He's kind of got the same vibe going on as us. So, and he's been helping me out a lot with all of this YouTube partner stuff that I'm trying to figure out. So, show him some love. I will be streaming Thursday. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but yeah, get ready for Thursday. I haven't decided what we're doing yet, but I'll see you back on Thursday, same time. Good night, everybody. Thanks for popping in.